exceeded every expectation that I had. They were able to get everything we wanted in this pool. It is a beautiful pool. We live out here. We eat out here. We watch TV out here. This is like our living room outside. We love this pool and everything about it. When we decided to build our pool, we called a great friend who is one of the best pool builders in the country in North Louisiana, and we said, who would you choose to build a pool in Baton Rouge? And without a hesitation, he told us Russell Pools. He said their history, tradition of great builds, great pools was unmatched. So of course, who did we call? Russell Pools. The advice I would give to anyone looking to build a pool is first call Russell Pools. They'll do an incredible job. It'll be incredibly organized. It'll be time efficient, and you will have your pool in no time.
Gulf Coast Bank and Trust is giving our customers the power to bank anywhere, anytime during this challenging event. And we're right there with you. Our mobile banking app is a smart way to manage your money and time. Gulf Coast Bank and Trust, the bank that cares about you.
Is SportsCenter.
I'm Christine Lisi. It's win or go home for the Guardians. Game 2, AL Wildcard Series versus the Tigers. Brian Rocchio, go-ahead solo shot off Troy Melton, bottom 8. Daniel Schneeman's added an RBI double. Cleveland now leads Detroit 3-1, bottom 8. On ABC, Game 2, NL Wildcard Series. Padres also facing a must-win. Up 1-0 on the Cubs, bottom 3rd. Jackson Merrill's driven in the only run on a sac fly. NFL, this Sunday, the Browns will start their 41st different quarterback since 1999. Rookie Dylan Gabriel gets the call against the Vikings in London Sunday as the team benches veteran Joe Flacco. Starting Gabriel, worth the risk for Cleveland, believes ESPN NFL analyst Louis Riddick.
Considering the fact that we're going to do wait 2 more weeks, you're going to wait and sit him out in this game and then sit him out against the Steelers, who've been getting after the passer pretty good too, and then wait for the Dolphins, who all of a sudden showed some life the other night. Let's just throw him in there. This kid plays on time. He's got mobility. He's mature. He's played big-time football. Give him a shot.
Commanders quarterback Jaden Daniels medically cleared from a sprained knee, paving the way for him to start against the Chargers this week. He's missed the last 2 games with the injury.
Hey, it's your resident Super Bowl champ, Chris Cannon. Coming up Thursday, the 49ers are 3-1, but I'll tell you why all their injuries are finally catching up to them. It's Unsportsmanlike, 6 a.m. Eastern, right here on ESPN Radio, ESPN2, and ESPNU.
Matt Moscona.
I'm very important.
After further review.
Say it one more time.
After further review with Matt Moscona.
And here we go.
Live from the Raising Cane studio.
Let's rock! Go!
And off we go. Welcome aboard. Glad you're with us. It's AFR presented by Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness. I'm Matt.
This is Shaq O'Neal, and I hate Matt.
Paul O'Neal.
They're chanting Paul O'Neal's name.
You sir. And Mr. Toby Tumpley. All right, we're here. Glad you are as well. Get out there and make it a good one. Oh, by the way, it's a hump day. Yep.
It's hump day.
It is hump day.
Mike. What day is it, Mike?
The entire day.
Hump day.
A day where Brian Kelly has to address idiots.
It's hump day.
Yes, you're an idiot.
Mike. What day is it, Mike?
You found your way on Twitter or message board to talk about a torn oblique, you're an idiot.
Hump day.
Might sound rude.
It's hump day.
Don't care.
Mike. What day is it, Mike?
You're an idiot.
Hump day.
You deserve to be called an idiot.
It's hump day.
Brian Kelly was way nicer to you than I will be.
Mike. What day is it, Mike?
Because you're an idiot.
Hump day.
We'll talk to the airport next hour.
It's hump day.
Brian Field will be here.
Mike. What day is it, Mike?
Aside from allowing planes to come and go hither and thither,
Hump day.
he also covers the New York Football Giants.
It's hump day.
Ryan Field next hour.
Mike. What day is it, Mike?
Jake Crane will be here in hour 3.
Hump day.
Russ had to cancel today.
It's hump day.
Pick up with Russ next week.
Mike. What day is it, Mike?
All right, let's get going. A lot to do today. Glad to have you hanging out with us here. Let us begin as we do every single day.
It's time to pop the top on another edition of AFR with Bud Light. Drink easy.
Hey, Muse, how long has the internet existed?
30 years? 30, somewhere 30 years, yeah.
I feel like the internet's existed way longer than that. Maybe like the public internet as we all kind of know it might be a good gauge. Remember Al Gore back in the day said he invented the internet.
The internet first functional January 1st, 1983.
83. So 42 years.
42 years, yeah.
I feel like it's older than that even. But anyway, for as long as the internet has existed, we've heard the phrase, don't believe what? Don't believe what, Muse? What's the phrase? Don't believe
everything you hear on the internet or read on the internet.
Thank you. You don't hear it on the internet. You read it on the internet. Come on. But yes, don't believe everything you read on the internet. Yet all day yesterday, I had 500 of you send me screenshots of some moron who tweeted and posted on Tiger Droppings about Garrett Nussmeier having a torn oblique. And every one of you who asked me about it, you're stupid. I shouldn't say that. That's mean. It's very mean. You're not stupid. You did a stupid thing. Because you violated the one truth that we all know, which is don't believe everything you read on the internet. And I think some of you are so eager to believe that there's some grand conspiracy going on with Garrett Nussmeier as to why the offense is struggling, that you're willing to believe no-named losers who post stupid things on the internet. You're like the tinfoil hat guy. I mean, I don't even want to give it any more credence. People ask me all the time, what's your Tiger Dropping screen name? Hey, loser. I haven't been on Tiger Dropping since 2008. I know the reason why. Because of stupidity like that. If you want to waste your time there, go ahead. I think that's stupid. You're wasting valuable minutes of your life you'll never get back. How does it come to pass that I'm sitting here starting my radio show talking about this, and the head coach of the LSU Tigers got asked on the SEC coaches teleconference earlier today by a credible reporter who is credentialed and has access to the SEC coaches teleconference to ask Brian Kelly a question, and ends up asking this question because one idiot, one moron, one stupid person who thinks he has a source or is just trolling everybody, put something on the internet and enough of you believe it because you're stupid. This is Brian. Here's Brian Kelly. Here's the answer to the question everybody wants to know, since the one idiot on Tiger Droppings and on Twitter put out that Garrett Nussmeier's got a torn oblique and he's an idiot, and enough of you idiots believed it. So some other reporter had to ask Brian Kelly to answer the question to dispel the rumor from the idiot, the moron who posted it, and the people who were stupid enough to believe it.
That's misinformation. Those are not based on any facts. They're quite silly, actually. And I know you have to ask the question because people want to know, but this is misinformation. Yeah, early on, he had an ab strain, not a core injury in terms of what a core injury that we deal with. And it's been slow to heal. But as I have mentioned, he's on the backside of that, and he's getting rest this week, and he'll be the Garrett Nussmeier that he needs to be as we get into the very difficult part of our schedule.
And even with that, some of you aren't going to believe it. Just like in fall camp when, boy, there was a meltdown. Hey, remember that time Garrett Nussmeier tore? Remember that, Muse, when Garrett Nussmeier tore his ACL in fall camp? Do you remember that?
I do remember that, yes.
Remember when that happened, right?
Mm-hmm.
Remarkable recovery. That like the next practice he was out there with nothing more than a little sleeve on his knee and hasn't been limited by that at all. Remarkable. Fastest recovery I've ever seen from a torn ACL.
History making.
Legitimately amazing. way easier to come back from a torn ACL than a toe. Just say it. You got a toe.
Don't do this.
You got a toe.
Okay, look, man. Oh,
You got a toe. You're out for a good month.
those require surgery sometimes. Look at
Joe
Joe
Burrow.
Burrow. Yeah,
He's got a toe.
He does.
He's out for the year.
pretty bad toe.
3 months. 4 months, whatever it's going to be. I get annoyed by things like this because they're so avoidable. And I think smart people lose their common sense a lot of times when it comes to sports, and this is one of those instances. Brian Kelly said it repeatedly now since the Florida game. Garrett Nussmeier, torso, ab strain, whatever it is, limited him. They limited his reps. They're getting him rest. We've been over this a million times. The offense stinks right now because they can't run the football and won't run the football. By the way, do you realize against Ole Miss on Saturday, do you know how many times in the game a running back carried the football in consecutive plays? LSU ran 54 plays. You want to guess? Anybody want to guess? How many times? How many times did a running back carry the ball in consecutive plays?
1.
Twice. Harlan Berry at the goal line when he had his touchdown. Ran the ball in back-to-back plays. Earlier in the game, they had a running play, and then Nuss scrambled for a yard, but that was a passing play called. Can't run the ball if you don't try. Your offensive line right now stinks. You want to blame Brad Davis? Fine. Blame Brad Davis. I don't blame whoever you want. Blame young guys trying to come along. Okay. Blame Joe Sloan for bad play calls? Well, I don't care who you blame. There's lots of blame to go around. They all deserve it. But can we please stop acting like Garrett Nussmeier's out there? Like, do you remember in 2020 when Miles Brennan tore his oblique against Missouri? It cost him the rest of the season. God bless Walker Howard tore his oblique in a game for ULL earlier this year. He had to have surgery at the Andrews Institute in Birmingham to repair it. He's going to be done for the season. You don't tear an oblique and just rest it for a day and a half or a week and a half and then come back and play 5 games in the SEC. That's stupidity. Stop listening to stupidity. Please, I'm begging you. Maybe the best piece of advice I could give you is if it doesn't come from someone credible, don't believe it. It does, and you don't have to look at me. I don't care if you think I'm credible. You don't have to. I'm not the one here reporting it. But there are people who support their family, who pay their mortgage. Like, their job professionally is to be reporters, to spend their professional life cultivating sources, to get good information, to report the news. That's what they're trained to do. It's what they spend their professional lives doing. And I know I sound preachy, and some of you are going to be annoyed by it. I don't care. I got news for you. You don't have a source. You think I have a source. No, you don't. No, you don't. The athletic director at LSU will take my call. The head coach, they will all take my call. Boosters will take my call. All of the people in particulars, they will all take my call. I don't even know fully what's going on. You don't have a source. I promise you. You don't have a source.
Yeah, I do, man. Miss Garrett Nussmeier's girlfriend is in my best friend's class. And her uncle works at the plant with my dad. They said Garrett tore his oblique.
Great, thanks. Neato. I'm in a mood, y'all. Not the best way to start a show, I get it. It's just so massively annoying to have to do this again after we just did this a month ago in fall camp when people melted over the stupid knee thing, which was not a thing. This is football. Everyone that has ever played football in the history of ever has played hurt. Everybody. It is impossible to play this sport and not be affected. Guess what? Aaron Anderson is going to play the rest of the season with a bum elbow. Braylon Moore is playing on a high ankle sprain. Whenever Caden Durham comes back, he's going to be on a high ankle sprain. Trey'Dez Green's out there with a knee brace because he hyperextended his knee, sprained his MCL. Like, everybody's hurt. West Weeks is out there with a calf strain, with a sleeve. Whit Weeks was dinged at the end of the game. Everybody's hurt. Everybody plays hurt. Everybody. Okay. We'll grab a break, come back, we're going to talk, we're going to have a good show. We're going to change the vibes around here, be excited about it. But I want to remind you again, since Al Gore invented the internet in 1983, as Muse told us, there's one rule. Muse, don't screw it up. Say it again, Muse, and don't screw it up this time. What's the one rule?
Don't believe everything you read on the internet.
That's it. How does this happen? Like, I don't understand how this happens. You just want so badly to believe there's something nefarious? Cobble texted me and said, why did you cut out Shay's name? I didn't know it was Shay. Shay asked the question on the teleconference. I didn't know it was Shay.
Yeah, Shay asked the question on the teleconference.
I didn't know it was Shay. I just heard the answer. Muso listened to the teleconference, cut the answers. I heard the answer. I didn't know Shay asked the question. Shay's reputable. Shay is reputable. If Shay Dixon had reported that, I'd believe it. A guy with a fake name? Don't believe it. You want to do this exercise? Who else is reputable? Pete Nakos. He's reputable. Who else is reputable? Matt Zenitz. Ross Dellinger. Pete Thamel. Any other one? Brett McMurphy. Who else? Who else you got, Muse? Who else is reputable?
Chris Lowe.
Chris Lowe, reputable. Reported that Nick Saban. Broke the news about Saban retiring. Broke the news about all the conference annual rivalries.
Yep.
There's a lot of good ones here. Wilson is reputable. Scott Rabalay's been around forever. Cobble's been around forever. Jacques, lots of reputable people. They do a great job. Listen to them. You don't have to listen. Don't listen to me. Listen to them. Don't be stupid. Just don't be stupid. I should stop saying stupid. That's not a good thing to say. It's not a nice thing to say. It's not polite. I'm annoyed by this whole thing. Here we are again. Oh, Nussmeier, torn oblique. Like, do you like? Does that resonate? How dumb that is? A torn oblique. Jesus. Okay, we're brought to you by. I need a Bud Light. You know what? This is gonna be hot. This is not gonna be good, is it, Muse?
That's when you did. I was like, that's gonna be just so hot. It was a great sound though when you twisted that top off. I mean, that's always good.
You know what, Muse?
What?
Because it's like cold in here in the closet. It's not terrible.
That is true.
I mean, terribly warm. It tastes delicious. It's just not warm. So it's got a little bit of a chill on it.
Huh. Yeah, it's freezing on this floor all the time.
How many people do you think believe this is actual beer in here? It's actual beer.
Did they see it on? Did they read it on the internet? Because a lot of people, if that's the case, yeah.
Well, if you're watching this, you're watching on the. Well, you could be watching on WBTR.
Could do that too.
Bud Light. Drink easy with the great taste of Bud Light. Well, you heard the crack. I mean, that was the initial open of this beer bottle. And that was beer. I was drinking beer. I needed that. Drink easy with the great taste of Bud Light, the official beer of AFR. And the LSU Tigers, whose quarterback is Garrett Nussmeier, who does not have a torn oblique. It's AFR.
After further review.
Hump Day shows are brought to you by Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness. Visit yourgoodwood.com, yourgoodwood.com. Going to tell you all throughout the day about Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness. Obviously, gents, if you want to feel your best, Goodwood can help. As we age, every one of us, as we age, our body produces less of the hormones that contribute to how we feel. Goodwood can help you fix that. They can safely, affordably supplement you to get you to healthy levels. Maybe it's testosterone. Maybe it's growth hormone or other things. And I know people might think growth hormone. Isn't that what Barry Bonds? Well, yeah, if you're Barry Bonds and you abuse it for a bunch of years and you're like your head swells. But healthy levels is what we're talking about here to get you back to your normal healthy levels, to have you feel great, waking energy, sleep better at night, have more libido, be able to burn fat, build muscle, all the things that your hormones contribute to. Hormone replacement therapy can be an amazing, amazing way to revitalize the way you feel every day. And they'll help you there at yourgoodwood.com.
We typically think of stress as being bad for us. At Our Lady of the Lake and LSU, we are researching how certain types of stress, such as exercise, can be good for our immune health. by studying people under extreme stress, such as athletes, astronauts, service members, and first responders. We're learning how to improve the immune health of everyone. That's the power of research. That's the impact of champions. Together, we roar.
At Luba Workers' Comp, our journey began over 30 years ago with a simple belief. Our clients come first.
At Luba, our business has always been focused on people, not policies.
Through every success and challenge, we've continued to grow because we've stayed true to our values, committed to providing you with genuine dependability.
Because your well-being is more than a priority. It's our purpose.
When it comes to industrial construction, River Parish Contractors can do it all. Mechanical, structural, custom fabrication, specialized welding, and turnaround services. Strategically located in between Baton Rouge and New Orleans, we have the local team with the experience and commitment to safety to manage the most complex industrial projects. Period. Here's the deal. Partnering with us means your project is delivered on time, on budget, and most important, safely. River Parish Contractors, let's get building.
When it comes to choosing energy for your family and your home, make the smart choice with natural gas. You can count on efficient and affordable natural gas to keep you comfortable and reduce your environmental impact to help protect our planet. Together, we're fueling our energy future. Atmos Energy.
Hi, this is Beth Serena. Welcome to my pool. The first time I saw this beautiful pool, it exceeded every expectation that I had. They were able to get everything we wanted in this pool. It is a beautiful pool. We live out here, we eat out here, we watch TV out here. This is like our living room outside. We love this pool and everything about it. When we decided to build our pool, we called a great friend who is one of the best pool builders in the country in North Louisiana, and we said, who would you choose to build a pool in Baton Rouge? And without a hesitation, he told us Russell Pools. He said their history, tradition of great builds, great pools was unmatched. So of course, who did we call? Russell Pools. The advice I would give to anyone looking to build a pool is first call Russell Pools. They'll do an incredible job. It'll be incredibly organized. It'll be time efficient. And you will have your pool in no time.
Mornings with Brian Haldane is the only live and local talk show in the capital city. Get the news from the newsmakers, along with traffic and weather updates throughout the morning. The conversation starts.
After further review, presented by Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness. Visit yourgoodwood.com.
Cleveland's up 6-1 on Detroit. Top 9. Detroit's got the bases loaded. Detroit won game 1 yesterday. What was Otter's pick for the first game today? You remember?
It was the Cleveland Guardians.
Okay, so you had Cleveland bouncing back. Good.
He did.
I made the play. I made it blindly because Ott gave it out yesterday. I made it blindly. Glad I did. Looks like that's going to hit. Although the bases are loaded. Bases were loaded last night with nobody out in the ninth inning. Well, there's 2 outs here in the ninth inning now. And Mike Stanton struck out.
Mike.
Yeah.
Hey, Mike.
Old Mike Stanton.
Yeah.
You don't get to be called Giancarlo.
He waved at a splitter.
I've hated this baseball season since before it started. I've no confidence in anything good going to happen. Yesterday, I was emotionally flatlined yesterday watching the Yankees and the Red Sox. Ball game. There we go. Cash that ticket. That was more emotion watching that just now than I had at any point in that game yesterday, Muse, with the Yankees and the Red Sox. When Garrett Cole was injured before the season started, I checked out. They started pretty good. Then they were awful in June. They were like, what are these people? Are they going to fire Boone in the middle of the year? It was bad. And then they decided to be good again and finish tied for the best record in the AL. But because they lose a tiebreaker, they got to play the wild card. And of course, they lose yesterday on their home field. Whatever. I don't care. I'm just emotionally disinterested, which means they'll probably now win the next 2, go on and win the World Series, and I'll have to see.
Let's not get crazy. Let's not get crazy. But, I mean.
They're the betting favorite to go to represent the AL?
I mean, that's.
They're crazy.
They're the Yankees.
What do you
they're
mean?
Always going to be heavily public. They're the Yankees.
Hold on. Doesn't matter if they're heavily public, Muse. The point, you understand this. The point of odds is to generate two-sided action. If it were heavy public action, then the Cowboys would be favored to win the Super Bowl every year. And the Lakers would be favored to win the NBA championship every year. That's not the point of how betting lines and odds are posted. You don't understand that. They finished with the best record in the AL, and they were playing great in the final month of the season. But I just know how it's going to go. Mike Stan's going to strike out.
Good old Mike.
With the bases loaded and nobody out in the ninth.
Good old Mike, man.
I texted Muse last night. And Mike Stanton calling himself Giancarlo is like Not Ricky.
Not Ricky.
Bobby Boucher's dad calling himself Roberto at the end of the movie.
Ciao.
Ciao,
Roberto. That's what I responded with, was ciao, Roberto.
Roberto.
Oh,
it's like, no.
Good.
You're Mike. You're not fooling anybody. Bobby Boucher.
Visualize an attack. So that's what Mike didn't do.
Use it on the field.
He didn't visualize an attack.
Oh, he attacked.
Just a splitter.
Yeah, and didn't know what he was
really
attacking.
Good splitter.
He didn't know what he was attacking.
Yeah.
All right, it's after further review. We're glad you're hanging out with us here. Get the show on track a little bit. I was annoyed at the start of the show, and I apologize. Sometimes, actually, I don't really apologize. Sometimes I have trouble masking my emotions when I feel a certain way. And I don't know. I guess maybe a part of it is everybody does something professionally. You know what I mean? Like whatever you do professionally, you do really well. But when you do a job in the media, it's so public that a lot of people think that they can do it. And it's not easy to be a reporter, to be a good one. And by the way, I'm not a reporter. I'm a conversationalist. I'm a talk show host. We talk about things. I give opinions. Some are good, some are bad, some are right, some are wrong. Like I don't break news here. I'm not a reporter. But ones that are do a really good job. And it's hard to do that. Like it's hard to develop enough credibility like Brett, like Chris Lowe last week, to have someone in the SEC office leak to him the SEC annual rivals, right? I mean, someone leaked to him that story the day before, and he was able to break it. Like, think about Rappaport and Schefter. I mean, they're at the top of their game but there is a lot of skill and time and effort and patience and cultivating of relationships to develop those types of relationships, to get that type of information. And when you just so flippantly throw something on the internet and have people believe it, it annoys me. It does. It's a gigantic pet peeve. And for as great as the internet is and can be at spreading goodness, I mean, there's wonderful things that happen on the internet every day. People have fundraisers on the internet, and there's amazing videos of people doing good works, and it spreads and it allows worldwide connectivity, and there's wonderful things about the internet. But there's also stupidity, and that's just an example of it yesterday. So, listen, we'll all find out to what degree Garrett Nussmeier is able when they get off the bye. But Brian Kelly told you after the Florida game, they're resting him. He was on the backside of it, of the torso deal in camp, and and he was going to need the bye to get to be 100%, and we'll see. He said it, reiterated today that he's on the backside of it. And, I would highly recommend anybody, I've heard this a lot today. Charles Handegriff and Richard Dixon do a show called The Handycast, and it's on YouTube if you want to go check it out. I would highly recommend it. They do some film study. They look at the All-22, and it's very enlightening, whether you want to go deep dive into film study or not. It is an enlightening thing to see. And they were walking in here as we were walking out. One of the plays they looked at was the 50-yard pass to Xavier Thomas, which looked like a terrible ball. Xavion's on the right side, and he has man coverage. The safety's on the left side of the field. Xavier beats his man off the line. I mean, his hand goes up in the air like, throw it. I'm open. He's going down the hash, and he will walk into the end zone if Nuss gets it out to him. But Nuss doesn't throw the deep ball, the go route. He throws what effectively would act like a deep post to the middle of the field with the logo, which allowed the safety to get over, almost intercept it. Xavier had to completely redirect. And I think a lot of people look at it and go, see his arm strength. He can't throw. He's accurate. And then when you pan out and you look, Paul Mabenga got blasted by the defensive end and knocked into Garrett Nussmeier's feet. So instead of having his knee rolled by a 300-pound man, Nussmeier hopped back while he threw the ball, which is why it was short and inaccurate. But you don't see that. You just think, his torso, his shoulders, or whatever. A lot of times there's context to a lot of those things. It's helpful. So I would recommend it. Go watch Handycast. They did a good job with it. All right, it's after further review. We're brought to you by Shawbills Tire and Auto Service, ShawBillsTire.com. Locations all over South Louisiana, ShawBillsTire.com, ShawBillsTire.com. Friends over at Shawbills have been around since 1968. It's incredible. The amount of time they've been in business, treating people the right way. They can do the same for you. ShawBillsTire.com, ShawBillsTire.com. Remember, you can schedule service online. You can shop tires online. It's all there for you at ShawBillsTire.com. When you walk in any of the Shawbills locations, whether you're dropping off your vehicle or you're waiting for your vehicle to be serviced, they're going to treat you great. If you're waiting, I always find it really productive when I wait. They got comfortable furniture, flat screen TVs, free high-speed Wi-Fi. They got a clean kitchenette where you can drink coffee. It's great. It's Shawbills. ShawBillsTire.com. ShawBillsTire.com. Shawbills. We keep you rolling. All right, y'all, it is after further review. The Saints attendance report from practice today is out. I want to run through that. We're waiting on the official injury report for Saints getting ready for the Giants, but the attendance report is out. And again, the story we were watching was Foster Moreau, Taysom Hill, because a day ago, their 21-day windows were activated. Remember, Taysom was injured at the beginning of December. Foster was interviewed in the final playing date in January against the Bucs. Both suffered devastating knee injuries. But on Monday, both came off of PUP. Their 21-day window was open to return. And so what, if anything, are those guys doing at practice now as they sort of ramp up to their return? We got our first look at that today. We'll talk about that as we come back. We'll also go around the SEC. Taylor Calandra will be here in about 15 minutes to answer all your booze questions. We're glad you're hanging out on a Hump Day edition of AFR presented by Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness.
AFR.
Get Gordon and get it done. Gordon McKernan Injury Attorneys. You've been injured in an accident. It's not your fault. Do what injured people in our state have done for 30 years. Get Gordon and get it done. Go to getgordon.com, getgordon.com, getgordon.com. Get Gordon and get it done. It's Gordon McKernan Injury Attorneys. Hey, listen, I know we talk all the time about big truck wrecks, and we talk a lot about car wrecks and accidents like that. But if you go to Gordon's website, getgordon.com, getgordon.com, there's a tab that says practice areas, and it'll tell you all the different types of cases that they handle, from car accidents and truck accidents to different types of personal injury, offshore and maritime, slip and fall, Social Security, disability, workers' comp. There's so many different types of injuries that could fall under their purview. Effectively, if you've been injured in an accident and it's not your fault, get Gordon and get it done. So go to getgordon.com, getgordon.com, or you can call the 8s. Get Gordon and get it done.
Raising Cane's is our victory meal.
Football fans are some of the most dedicated fans in sports. It's a fundamental quality we share, and that fuels every single order of our hand-battered chicken fingers. Wherever there's football, there's Raising Cane's.
One love. Let's go.
At Bayou Automotive, we believe in a sales process that puts you first. We want you to experience an easy purchase with clear pricing and great service. Let Bayou Ford and Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram be your trusted partners in finding your perfect vehicle. The crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
Today, we are shaping tomorrow.
We are researching how extreme stress impacts the immune system, from trauma victims to athletes and even astronauts.
Our work is leading the way in sepsis treatment, saving countless lives.
We're unlocking the mind with music in exciting new ways.
Our Lady of the Lake Health and LSU are improving the health of our state.
That's the impact of champions.
Imagine the impact we'll have on the future. Together, we roar.
These are the luckiest ice cubes in the world. They could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead, they've been called upon to cradle and cool a crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Looks like the lucky just got luckier. Dos Equis.
ED, low T, or simply seeking to optimize your health and performance? Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness offers a range of discreet services to address your specific needs. We empower men to reclaim their health and confidence. Visit yourgoodwood.com.
At Ochsner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Ochsner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one. You. Auctioneer Andrews Institute. Long live you.
Mornings with Brian Haldane is the only live and local talk show in the capital city. Get the news from the newsmakers, along with traffic and weather updates throughout the morning. The conversation starts weekday mornings at 6 on Talk 107.3.
My father, J.B. Falgu, had a vision of growth for First American Bank and the communities we serve. The bank's foundation was built on his legacy of compassion, loyalty, and dedication. Through his years of leadership, First American has prospered to heights even J.B. could not have imagined. I know my father would be extremely proud.
After further review, presented by Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness. Visit yourgoodwood.com.
Well, it's good news. We're waiting on the official injury report for the Saints' first day of practice, getting ready for the Giants. But Ross Jackson was out there at the media availability today. You can read about it at louisianasports.net. And Ross reporting Taysom Hill and Foster Moreau did, in fact, return to Saints practice today. We know that their 21-day window had opened up on Monday to return from the physically unable to perform list, which is fantastic news, which means now they've got 21 days to be added to the active roster. So it doesn't mean that they'll be active for Sunday's game against the Giants, but they've got 21 days now to get into playing shape, to get ready to be added to the 53-man roster, at which point then they would be eligible to play in a game. So that's again, not likely to happen this weekend, but this is the very first and essential step, these guys being back out at on the practice field, which was awesome. So we'll wait on the injury report to know what the official injury designation is. I would assume it's going to be that they were limited participants, but we'll get that again a little bit later here in the afternoon when both the Saints and the Giants officially release the first injury report of the week. But Foster Moreau, Taysom Hill back at Saints practice, which is great news. And look, you're talking about a Saints team that at tight end, Juwan Johnson is more of a pass catcher. We know that. Stoll is a guy that I think at times has played well, considering. But I mean, Foster Moreau is a guy that was a big free agent acquisition a couple of years ago, and is your more prototypical tight end. And for an offense that has really been stuck in the mud a little bit, you get a weapon like Taysom Hill back at any point. It's going to add a different layer and dimension of the offense, as we all know. So a great opportunity getting those two guys back. I mean, you're getting effectively two starters back to your NFL roster. It almost acts as like a trade or free agent acquisition in the middle of the season when you're able to add guys like that. I mean, as of right now, you're 27th in the NFL in passing. You're 10th in rushing after a very nice performance this past week against Buffalo, but you're 28th out of 32 in scoring. You're averaging 16.5 points per game. It's, again, 28th out of 32. And defensively, you got to get better. Saints are allowing 30 points a game. That's 30th in the NFL. But maybe facing a rookie quarterback in his first road start is just what the doctor ordered for the Saints on both sides of the ball. And we'll see the latest on Moreau and Foster Moreau and Taysom Hill as we move along. All right, it's after further review. We're glad you're with us. We're brought to you by Arco Power Systems, arco.com, 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 ARCCO, arco.com. We talk a lot in the Gulf South about generator power. Most of the time, it's about for your home. Whenever a storm comes, and what do you do if a storm comes and knocks the power out? Well, Arco Power Systems isn't so much concerned with your home. It's not to say they're not concerned, but it's not their business model. This is energy for your business. ARCCO, arco.com, arco.com, arco.com. And I want you to understand, Arco, for 4 decades, has continued to grow into the Gulf South's leader in this space. As a matter of fact, they have offices as far west as San Antonio, east to Mobile, north to Little Rock. They're about to open in Dallas and Houston as well. And they can help you with standby generator power for your business. This is Generac Industrial Energy. It's Arco Power Systems. Check them out at arco.com. And you might say, well, Matt, what type of business is any business? It's from the industrial sector, the hospitals and nursing homes, grocery stores, gas stations, media companies. If you have any type of business, when the power goes out and you need standby power, you need Arco Power Systems. ARCCO, arco.com, arco.com, arco.com. All right, y'all, it's after further review. Do it every day about this time. Let's go around the SEC.
A Around the SEC, bringing you the biggest news from the nation's best conference, the Alabama Crimson Tide.
Late in the game against Georgia, safety Keon Sabb, was not in the game during that critical stretch. Kalen DeBoer said that Sabb is good to go for Saturday's game against Vanderbilt. Quote, he'll be playing Saturday. That was on the teleconference earlier today. Missed a big chunk of last year due to injury as well. Played in all 4 games so far in 2025.
The Georgia Bulldogs.
Kirby Smart gave an injury update to right tackle Ernest Green, who entered the season as a preseason All-SEC selection, but he's kind of had a nagging back injury. He's a redshirt junior. It's limited him to just a handful of snaps so far. He missed last game against Alabama. Kirby Smart gave an update, so they don't have a timeline on him returning, but he's getting better. With Green unavailable, the Bulldogs relied on redshirt sophomore Bo Hewley and true freshman Juan Gaston at a right tackle by committee approach.
The Florida Gators.
Defensive back Aaron Gates is going to undergo shoulder surgery. Swamp 24/7 first to break that news. He was injured in the loss to Miami, later seen in a sling, didn't return to the game. Gates' surgery is a little bit of a surprise considering that Billy Napier on Monday said that the team had gotten, quote, good news on Gates' injury. But apparently he's going to be shut down for the remainder of the season. In the rotation, Sharif Denson will likely be next up.
The Missouri Tigers.
And Missouri safety Caleb Flagg will enter the transfer portal. Made the announcement on social media earlier Wednesday. He previously decided to redshirt for the remainder of the season. He played in the first 4 games, but then decided he wouldn't give up this year of eligibility. Transferred to Missouri before 2024 from Houston Christian, but now will be leaving Missouri for his remaining eligibility. All right, there you have it. That is Around the SEC. Hump Day shows are brought to you by Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness. Visit yourgoodwood.com, yourgoodwood.com. Remember, they also have all different types of non-pharmaceutical options for health and for healing. If it's muscle and tissue repair, if it's anxiety, helping with weight loss, gut issues. Modern medicine and science is amazing, and there's a lot of non-pharmaceutical options that Goodwood has that you owe it to yourself if you want to feel your best to learn more. Lowest prices, never any contracts. Learn more at yourgoodwood.com. That's yourgoodwood.com. We will talk Saints-Giants. Ryan Field will be here in about 45 minutes from right now. He covers the New York Giants. We'll get a closer look at the Saints' opponent as this point spread now has flipped, by the way. The Saints are now a 1.5-point favorite. That opened with the Giants as a 1.5-point road favorite. It's flipped now as New Orleans is a 1.5-point home favorite on Sunday. So a great opportunity for the Saints to get their first win of the season in the Dome. It is interesting, however, that the New Orleans Saints in the updated playoff odds do have the worst odds in the entire NFC to make the playoffs. This is all up at LouisianaSports.net if you wanted. The other maybe most interesting things, the Bills have the best odds to make the playoffs, but the Bengals, the Commanders, Texans, and Vikings were all favored to make the playoffs at the beginning of the season and are now favored to miss the playoffs. And obviously, with the Bengals and the Commanders, it's been injuries at quarterback. With the Vikings as well, the Texans, it was just the slow start that's now put them behind the 8 ball. But the Bengals are now my Super Bowl prediction. Can I get a redo? I mean, like, if I had known Joe Burrow was going to play in one game, I certainly wouldn't have picked. Now, I'll tell you what might change it, Muse. I'll tell you what might change me off my spot here.
What is that?
The Bengals make a trade for a quarterback. Then I'm back on board.
Even if it's like Kirk Cousins?
I think they should do a deal with the Baltimore Ravens.
Oh, dear Lord. That's it. Now, we're late for a break. Taylor's up next. What are you talking about? They're not getting Lamar Jackson. I know that's not what you meant. I know that's not what you meant.
What did I mean, Muse?
You meant for the current quarterback of the Baltimore Ravens, which is Cooper Rush.
That's who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
If the Bengals go out and get Coop, tell you what, that's how you get this thing back on track. I'm going to tell you what's going to happen here, Muse. Lamar Jackson being injured is going to be the best thing that ever happened to Baltimore.
No, it's not.
Cooper Rush, Put a real quarterback in there, Muse. A real winner. A guy that's thrown a team on his back before with a starter injured like he did in Dallas.
I don't think he threw him on his back.
Led him to the promised land.
I don't think he did that either.
Hoisted a Lombardi.
He did not.
Cooper Rush.
No.
The GOAT.
Better than Brady.
My best friend.
Not your best friend.
Guy I've cheered for his entire life.
You don't even know him.
Cooper Rush.
Nope.
It's time for the Bengals to step up and do the right thing. Bring Coop to Cincinnati. That's what those of us who know him best call him, Coop. Coop. We call him Coop. We do. That's what we call. We've always
Others
called him.
do. You do not.
No, that's what I call him. That's what we call him, Coop. We, his best friends, have cheered him since his little league days.
The Pop Warner days.
Pop Warner through high school, college.
Where did he go to college?
We're late for a break, Muse. It's after further review.
AFR.
We're brought to you by River City's 1 Hour Air, where they're always on time or you don't pay a dime. 752-0001, 752-0001, 752-0001, or 1hourbr.com. You spell it out, O-N-E, 1hourbr.com. Got word yesterday from Paul Ragusa over at River City's 1 Hour Air. Shout out. They're cranking up the preseason heater safety check. Cannot recommend this highly enough. By the way, whenever the technician is at your house, make sure you ask about their maintenance club. Now, I'm part of the maintenance club, and it's completely worth it because the seasonal maintenance that you get is complimentary. So your heater safety check and your AC tune-up, they call you to schedule, and that's a free service when you're part of their maintenance club. And then, of course, you get membership club pricing, you get front-of-the-line service, all the benefits. So I would highly, highly, highly recommend that. But make sure you get this heater safety check. Mention the Moscona special. They'll knock $30 off the price. River City's 1 Hour Air.
In South Louisiana, you can always count on good people coming together to help our children.
At Dreams Come True, we grant wishes for Louisiana children with life-threatening illnesses. But to do this, we need funds.
That's why we're trying to raise $100,000 for Dreams Come True by giving away the Blessed Builder School.
Make your backyard's dream come true while helping our kids.
Just go to dreampoolla.com and you can find out how your $25 donation might help win you a Duplessis pool.
Parish Construction and Roofing.
This is Coach Kim Mulkey. Go to parishbuilt.com for all of your roofing needs.
From your hometown, parishbuilt.com.
My father, J.B. Falgu, had a vision of growth for First American Bank and the communities we serve. The bank's foundation was built on his legacy of compassion, loyalty, and dedication. Through his years of leadership, First American has prospered to heights even J.B. could not have imagined. I know my father would be extremely proud of the customer service and financial stability that First American provides to Southeast Louisiana. We continue to thrive because of the legacy of J.B. Falgu.
These ice cubes could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead, they cradle and cool the crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Nicely done, ice cubes.
Baton Rouge's home for real rock. It's Eagle 98.1. Foo Fighters. Led Zeppelin. AC/DC. Pearl Jam. And the flagship home for LSU sports. Take us anywhere with the Eagle 98.1 app. Eagle 98.1 is the rock station.
Family owned and community driven.
Service Chevrolet Cadillac, a legacy you can trust since 1972. Service Chevrolet Cadillac, our family serving your family.
For over 50 years.
At Luba Workers' Comp, our journey began over 30 years ago with a simple belief. Our clients come first.
At Luba, our business has always been focused on people, not policies.
Through every success and challenge, we've continued to grow because we've stayed true to our values, committed to providing you with genuine dependability.
Because your well-being is more than a priority.
After further review, presented by Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness. Visit yourgoodwood.com. They're the gang with the slang.
Keep it 100. I don't know what you're talking about.
This is Bourbon Dictionary with Matt Moscona and Taylor Calandro.
I don't understand.
All right, get your booze questions in as we wrap up hour number 1. Email us, tweet us, or text 225-396-4400, 396-4400, 396-4400. Taylor's with us. How are you, dude?
Good, Matt. I'm back. Good to be back.
Taylor was gone last week. He was going to see the mouse there in...
Went to the mouse. The house of the mouse.
How, did you buy a lot of overpriced beer?
You know what? It was so incredibly hot there last week. I couldn't drink enough water to stay hydrated.
Huh.
I had the I didn't drink any beer while I was there. I had it was so hot. The Italian margarita in Italy, fantastic.
What's an Italian margarita?
I think theirs had limoncello in it, so just tequila and limoncello, and I'm sure a few other things. It was delicious. So if you're ever in Epcot, go find that thing. It was in Italy. Really, really good. But I didn't have any beer. They do sell Parish beer in Epcot, though.
Oh, like Parish Brewing from Louisiana?
Parish Brewing, yeah.
Okay.
You can drink Ghost in the Machine. I think they have Ghost in the Machine right now, but they always have like a core product and like a seasonal. But yeah, they're in Epcot. Parish Brewing Company.
Shout out. That's great. Love to hear that.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. They're almost as good as Parish Construction and Roofing. Maybe we should collab on a Parish Construction and Roofing beer with Parish Brewing.
You should definitely do that. I can make that happen. I think you know people that can make that happen.
Do I?
Sure. Mockler.
Well, I know the Mocklers distribute Parish Brewing products, but could they get us a Parish Construction and Roofing beer?
I could get you a Parish Construction. We'll talk about it.
Well, let's talk about it right now. How do we do this?
Well,
we'll talk about it. We're talking right now.
Brewing.
Okay, well, let's talk to them. Call them up. Who are we calling over there? You can't just talk to Parish Brewing. You got to talk to a person over there. Who are we talking to?
Do you want to call Jacob Talley?
Yeah. You want to call him right now?
You're joking.
Call him right now. Call him right now. Will he answer your call and not curse on air?
He will, absolutely.
Do it. All right, call him right now. Taylor's going to call Jacob Talley from Parish Brewing, and we're going to see if he can get us linked up here to have a Parish Construction and Roofing beer. In the meantime, you can get your questions in for Taylor. You can email us, tweet us, text us, 225-396-4400, 396-4400. While he does that, I can remind you about Evermore, which, you know what, Taylor, if you're drinking a lot of Italian margaritas or whatever, drink Evermore and stay hydrated. EVAMOR, evermore.com. Evermore.com. Taylor?
Hello?
Yeah, there you are. All right, so where do we stand?
Well, I thought I tried to merge the call. And Jacob, are you here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Hey, okay. All right, Taylor, explain. Does Jacob know what's going on?
No, I just told him he was going live on the radio. And
Okay,
he said,
well, we'll tell him.
He's a good sport. Parish Construction wants to do a Parish Brewing collab.
Yeah.
Okay.
There it is. We're done. Yeah. All right, how do we do, Jacob, what do we do next? Parish Construction Roofing, Parish Brewing. Great synergies here. Two great American families finally united, like the Larges
Right.
and the why am I blanking? Muse, Cleary, the Clearys and the Larges. Yes, two great American families, two great Louisiana businesses merging. That was a Wedding Crashers reference. All right, what do we do next, Jacob?
That's a great question. I mean, I guess you got to determine what sort of beer you want it to be. Like what.
I don't love. Let me tell you what I don't like. I don't like Goses and I don't like sours. Anything else, I think I'm good with.
Okay. Well, I mean, we do a lot of those styles that are not either of those.
Good. I like a lot of your stuff. I drink a lot of your stuff.
Yeah, I mean, we appreciate that. I mean, a lot of the things that we make that we're most known for are all the hoppy beers, double IPAs, triple IPAs.
I know. I love
all
that
sort
so
of
much.
stuff.
You know what? The hoppier, the hazier, the better for me. You give me like a super hazy triple IPA, I'm all for that.
Yep, I love that too. Or we're doing THC seltzers now too. I don't know if that's even.
Not interested. Not interested.
Yep.
I
don't know,
the
man.
Parish guys drink a THC seltzer and then get on a roof.
Nope,
Yeah,
not doing
exactly.
that. Not doing that.
Yep.
There are laws and there's responsible license. We're a responsible licensed contractor. But I do think that this would be a great collab here. Parish Construction Roofing, Parish Brewing doing a beer.
Yep, love that.
Okay,
I'm
so
all for it.
okay, so what do we do next? You can and you're
I
like,
don't know. Maybe you could put a poll
Jacob,
out
that's
there.
the second time you said I don't know. You're the guy who's like, you're literally the guy.
I am the guy, but maybe we should put a poll out there and see what the people want. Like, what sort of beer does do the people like to see?
Okay, that's what we'll do then. And then whatever they decide, I'll just make up my own mind anyway.
Spoiler alert, it will be an IPA like that.
I love that. Yes. All right, great. So we'll connect then, and we'll make a beer. We'll do it tomorrow. We'll have the beer on the
I love that.
Beer will be on shelves tomorrow.
I'll be at the brewery, and we can discuss it. Absolutely.
So the beer will be ready, canned, and on shelves tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly how that works.
All right, thank you, Jacob. I will call you. Seriously, I want to do this. This would be great.
Okay.
All right. Scott said, Taylor, where is the new Parish Construction Roofing beer available?
Apparently, it's going to be available tomorrow.
Yes.
On every retail shelf that Parish has.
That's so good. Let's see. Where are we? Brandon said, ask Taylor, have you had Big Mustache whiskey, solid black bottle? Said, it caught on sale. It was very good, but I haven't seen it anywhere else.
I've never heard of that. What is it called?
Big Mustache whiskey?
No, I haven't tried that one or heard of it. Jesus Christ.
I don't know. Rose, we got like 30 seconds. Rose said, is Grey Goose the best vodka?
Objectionably, the best vodka is like saying the best water. It's like if you like it, it's great.
By the way,
vodka.
The best water is Evermore. This is objectively true. It's a fact. EVAMOR, Evermore.com.
I like Tito's. If you like Grey Goose, it goes down the same. It'll get you to the same place.
We got 2
I
seconds.
guarantee you.
We got 2 seconds.
See ya.
AFR.
Oh, what just happened? Oh, so good. All right, we're brought to you by Relief Windows and ReliefWindows.com. Windows door siding. Oh, yeah, they do shutters as well. Relief Windows and ReliefWindows.com. Energy-efficient replacement windows, beautiful entry doors, hardy plank vinyl siding. They do it all. They do it better than anyone. And, of course, at Relief Windows, Brandon always says their number one product is customer satisfaction. Brandon has told me this for years, and I know I've shared it with you, but this is really the core, the ethos of what they do. It says, as a business owner, you have to be willing to spend your last dollar to make your customer happy. And when that's the mindset of the owner and it filters on down to everyone in that organization, you understand why Relief Windows has grown the way they have. Now, the other thing it's important to remember, lifetime transferable warranty. So like if you're building a house, new construction, use Relief Windows because then you'll never have to replace your windows or pay to replace your windows ever. ReliefWindows.com.
Today, we are shaping tomorrow.
We are researching how extreme stress impacts the immune system, from trauma victims to athletes and even astronauts.
Our work is leading the way in sepsis treatment, saving countless lives.
We're unlocking the mind with music in exciting new ways.
Our Lady of the Lake Health and LSU are improving the health of our state.
That's the impact of champions.
Imagine the impact we'll have on the future. Together, we roar.
When it comes to choosing energy for your family and your home, make the smart choice with natural gas. You can count on efficient and affordable natural gas to keep you comfortable and reduce your environmental impact to help protect our planet. Together, we're fueling our energy future. Atmos Energy.
When you can't rely on technology, you can rely on Mountain Cold Refreshment.
Dave's back on.
Coors Light. Choose chill.
Raising Cane's is our victory meal.
Football fans are some of the most dedicated fans in sports. It's a fundamental quality we share, and that fuels every single order of our hand-battered chicken fingers. Wherever there's football, there's Raising Cane's.
One love. Let's go.
River Parish Contractors has immediate openings for structural steel shop fabricators. Call or text Big Jake today at 318-547-1000 or go to rpcontractors.com and click on employment. River Parish Contractors. Let's get building.
It's not just a game, it's a religion. You've got your team colors, team swag, and now your very own website, LouisianaSports.net. Everything LSU, Saints, and Pelicans. Sports on demand. In-depth coverage by sports writing pros with continuously updated news. And with the LouisianaSports.net newsletter, you get pinged directly with top trending stories. Best of all, now and always, no paywall. It's free. LouisianaSports.net, powered by 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge. Your home for Louisiana sports.
In South Louisiana, you can always count on good people coming together to help our children.
At Dreams Come True, we grant wishes for Louisiana children with life-threatening illnesses. But to do this, we need funds.
That's why we're trying to raise $100,000 for Dreams Come True by giving away the Blessed Children's School.
Make your backyard's dream come true while helping our kids.
Just go to dreampoolla.com and you can find out how your $25 donation might help win you a Duplessis pool.
At Sunshine, we know what you see when you look at your land. Where others may see dirt, you see the foundation you've built your life on. This, it's hallowed ground. It's past, present, and future. We're proud to provide quality John Deere equipment to help you maintain the land you love. Check out our current promotions and learn more about what it means to be powered by sunshine at sunequip.com.
Men, age is just a number. Don't let it dictate how you feel. Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness has...
This is SportsCenter.
I'm Christine Lisi. Manny Machado, a 2-run homer. That's up the Padres' lead to 3-0 on the Cubs. Top of the 6th, Game 2 NL Wildcard Series. A must-win for San Diego. Games on ABC. Chicago's got just 3 hits on the day. Couple of days after his walk-off homer clinched the AL Central for the Guardians, Brian Rocchio with another big blast for Cleveland with its season on the line. Go-ahead solo homer, part of a 5-run bottom of the 8th for the Guardians, which also included a 3-run shot by catcher Bo Naylor. They beat the Tigers 6-1 to tie that AL Wildcard Series 1-1.
Never quitting. I mean, we've been talking about it a lot as recent. Just continuing to stay aggressive, trying to get our swings off and, make something happen. And, in that inning we popped off, which is awesome.
Bo Naylor and the Guardians host Game 3 tomorrow. NFL injured 49ers quarterback Brock Purdy and receivers Ricky Pearsall and Juwan Jennings ruled out tomorrow night against the Rams. Commanders quarterback Jaden Daniels medically cleared to return from a sprained ankle, paving the way for him to play against the Chargers on Sunday. Daniels has missed the last 2 games with that knee injury.
Hey, it's your resident Super Bowl champ, Chris Cannon. Coming up Thursday, the 49ers are 3-1, but I'll tell you why all their injuries are finally catching up to them. It's unsportsmanlike, 6 a.m. Eastern, right here on ESPN Radio, ESPN2, and ESPNU.
Matt Moscona.
I'm very important.
After further review.
Say it one more time.
After further review with Matt Moscona.
And here we go.
Live from the Raising Cane studio.
That's right.
Hour 2 off we go. Welcome aboard. Glad you're with us. AFR, presented by Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness. I'm Matt.
You're a loser, Matt!
Shut up, kid. Paul O'Neill.
They're chanting Paul O'Neill's name.
Music. And Mr. Toby Tomplake. All right, we're here. Glad you are as well. Get out there and make it a good one. We'll head to New York City. Ryan Field covers the Giants. He'll be here in 15 minutes from right now. Ross Jackson in 1 hour. Jake Crane next hour with us as well. We're glad to have you hanging out here on this Hump Day edition of AFR. As I open the show in a very cranky mood, I apologize for that. I don't actually. Maybe for my delivery, but not for the general sentiments. I believe everything that I said. I absolutely, fundamentally believe. But figured we could actually take some time and dive into what Brian Kelly said here on the SEC Coaches Teleconference today about Garrett Nussmeier, about the team moving forward through this bye week. I think most notably Wednesday when Brian Kelly was on the SEC coaches teleconference, of course, is that he was asked a question about the rumor going around, completely unfounded, unsubstantiated, not reported by anyone credible, about Garrett Nussmeier, which is a stupid rumor about a torn oblique and needing surgery. Well, Brian Kelly was on the teleconference and effectively debunked that.
That's misinformation. Those are not based on any facts. They're quite silly, actually. And I know you have to ask the question because people want to know, but this is misinformation. Yeah, early on, he had an ab strain, not a core injury in terms of what a core injury that we deal with. And it's been slow to heal. But as I had mentioned, he's on the backside of that. And he's getting rest this week. And he'll be the Garrett Nussmeier that he needs to be as we get into the very difficult part of our schedule.
I want to remind you, as we go back, Brian Kelly first disclosed the torso injury with Nussmeier the Monday after the Florida game. This was 3 weeks ago. This is what Brian Kelly said then.
I'll be honest, and I wasn't going to get into this, but with you guys, I will. You know, he's been slowed a little bit with a torso injury, and he's fighting through it, and he's getting better, and he's not going to be able to really shut it down until we get to the bye week. And I'm not saying that has had any of his troubles. I think he is a symptom of what I just answered from Wilson in that, you know, we're not ripping it, you know, on fourth down. You know, we're taking some plays away from him as well. And he's done a really good job. I think he managed the run game as well as he has all year. We got to let him get the ball out to the playmakers. That would be more of what has to happen. And then we've got to keep him healthy.
The phrase I used that day, I'll use again, is that correlation does not always equal causation. The fact that Nuss has the limiting torso, whatever, I do not believe is the reason why LSU's offense has slowed. I know a lot of you don't believe that. I don't know what more I can say. But what's very apparent is LSU is unable and or unwilling to run the football, even against three-man fronts. That's making it more complicated, more difficult to throw when they drop 8. As Ole Miss did, Brian Kelly said yesterday, 85 to 90% of the snaps they saw defensively from Ole Miss were drop 8. So if you have a quarterback, I don't care how seasoned or veteran, Sean Salisbury was here yesterday, talked about it, you're going against drop 8 on 85 to 90% of the snaps, means you do not have open receivers, you do not have clear throwing lanes, and then you do not have a running game to complement it. Torso, no torso, whatever, like that's complicating your ability to play effective offense and complementary football for the defense. If you go back and look, and I did this morning, at LSU's play chart, the play-by-play from Saturday against Ole Miss, there were 2 times the entire game, 2, when LSU handed the ball to a running back on consecutive plays. Happened twice the entire game. Like, that's unfathomable, that you wouldn't run the ball on 2 plays consecutively, but twice in an entire football game. I mean, just think about how insane that sounds. Just the complete lack of commitment to running the football, even trying to run the football. I mean, you don't need me to tell you. You want to go through it? Go through the whole game. Look at LSU's first possession. Incompletion, 4-yard run, incompletion. Second possession, they went pass, 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 run, pass for a touchdown. Third possession, pass, run, pass, run, after a penalty, punt. Then they went pass, pass, run. Again, you're now into the second quarter. They have not had consecutive running plays at any point. Pass, run, pass, pass, punt. And then end of the half was the kneel down. To start the second half, pass, run, sack, incompletion. So pass, pass, punt. Run, pass, run, pass, run, run. That was the Harlem Berry back-to-back runs. Then they went pass. And then the only other time, then they went run, pass, 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 field goal. And then on the final possession, they went run, pass, run, pass, 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 run, pass, 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 run, pass, pass, run for the touchdown. Twice the entire game. That was LSU. That was every offensive play. That was boring, I understand. That was every offensive play LSU ran. Twice the entire game did they run the ball in consecutive plays. Like, okay, Garrett, I'll indulge you. Garrett Nussmeier's torso is awful. Terrible condition, can't throw. Then why in that game did you run the ball on consecutive plays only 2 times the entire game? I don't believe the reason LSU's offense stinks is because of Garrett Nussmeier being limited. I think every player that's played football ever deals with some limiting injury. You just can't, it's too physical of a game. Braylon Moore's dealing with a high ankle sprain. Caden Durham's dealing with a high ankle sprain. Trey'Dez Green's coming back from a knee injury. Aaron Anderson's going to play the rest of the season with a bum elbow. West Weeks is dealing with a calf strain. Like, nobody is ever 100% ever. But you go play. You play through the pain, through the injury, whatever it is. So, Brian Kelly was then asked what this bye week is going to look like for Garrett Nussmeier, who, remember, after the Florida game, he said that they wouldn't be able to really shut him down until the bye week. Well, now the bye week's here.
Yeah, a lot of mental work this week, in terms of film study, looking at the things that he's done during the year. So just doing a really deep dive in, offense in particular, the things that he can control within the game that he wants to get better at. He was really good on Saturday in the run game checks and getting the ball out when we didn't have fair numbers. We want to build on that. And then we want to build on, obviously his consistency in terms of, the pocket. And he's great to work with because, he wants to do all those things on VR. We can get him on VR. There's a number of different ways for us to build on what he needs to do on a play-to-play basis without having him out there throwing the ball 100 times.
So they're not shutting him down completely, but not throwing the ball, not putting the stress on the torso, the whatever, the arm. Let him rest, go through the VR. Jaden Daniels made this sort of famous whenever they did the feature on Jaden Daniels, simulating games with the VR simulator, which is a really cool room, by the way, in Football Alps, if you ever get a chance to walk through. Yes, you can get those mental reps here while his body continues to heal. And Kelly also was asked about how they've treated and rehabbed this whatever you want to call it, torso, abs, strength, whatever it is, since fall camp.
Our training staff and physicians have treated him with medication, and that's been part of the procedures and protocol. But we knew coming to this bye week that this was going to be the time for us not to be pushing him. This is where he could really, truly be, the best version of himself. So, I think our training staff's done a great job. And again, I think you're going to see the best football as we move forward from Garrett Nussmeier.
When they come out of the bye, whether Garrett Nussmeier spent 2 weeks sitting on the couch getting PRP shots and stem cells and eating Cheetos and watching VR and doing nothing else, that is only going to make this offense better if they commit to running the football. So, yeah, I want to see the healthiest Garrett can be. It's a great time for the bye for everybody. It's why any open date bye week is beneficial. You allow guys to rest and get healthy from the grind of a season. But what is more important than that for LSU right now is figuring out a way to run the football and committing to do it. All right, it's after further review. Glad you're hanging out with us here. We're brought to you by Rouse's, the official supermarket of the New Orleans Saints. Rouse's.com, Rouse's.com. Rouse's helping you cover the spread, not the point spread, your tailgate spread. Of course, no game for the Tigers this weekend, but the Saints are back at the Dome. A great chance to get a win as well. You're going to be tailgating? Get on by Rouse's. They'll help you do it. 65 years in business over at Rouse's, and man, they just keep chugging along. 70 locations from Lake Charles to Orange Beach, points in between. If you're going to be at the Dome this weekend, Rouse's can help you get set up for everything you need for your tailgate, from the beers to the bourbon, the wine, the adult beverages, plenty of Evermore as well if you want to drink that. Your bottled water, your drinks for the kids, your tailgate trays, your party platters. They'll help you cover the spread over at Rouse's. And right now, Pumpkin Palooza How about fresh pumpkin pie, 2 for $6? Pumpkin d'auberge cake, $14.99. Baby pumpkin paint activity kit for $7.99. You can check it all out over at Rouse's, the official supermarket of the New Orleans Saints. Rouse's.com, Rouse's.com. Rouse's, this feels like home. Oh, they got pumpkin Pop-Tarts as well. You ever had pumpkin Pop-Tarts, Muse? Paulie, you like pumpkin Pop-Tarts?
I have not. I'm not a big fan of pumpkin, so I don't know if I'd like it.
Muse is not an American. Paulie, you?
True.
Pumpkin Pop-Tarts?
I've never had it, but I would try it.
Yeah, I know. Do you like a pumpkin pie?
I'll do a pumpkin pie.
Yeah? Yeah, Paul's an American. Muse, not an American. Okay. It's AFR. We'll talk to the airport next on AFR.
AFR.
If you're thinking of buying a home, first, you probably got to sell your home. Before you can sell your home, you have to know what your home is worth. Well, how do you do that? Well, this is the best way to do it. Go to agent225.com, agent225.com, agent225.com. That's Darren James's website, newly redesigned, reimagined, and with the super helpful home value tool on the website. And this is totally free, by the way. You don't have to sign up for anything. Just go to agent225.com, hit the home value tool. It's at the bottom of the home page, or if you're on mobile, just scroll, you'll see it, the home value tool. All you do is type in your address. It's that simple. And they will use local market data to get you an accurate price for your home. Want to sell your home? You got to know how much it's worth. Well, that's how you find out at agent225.com. And then when it's time to sell your home, hire the best. Call Darren James and get your home sold.
Think real estate, think Darren James.
These are the luckiest ice cubes in the world. They could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead, they've been called upon to cradle and cool a crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Looks like the lucky just got luckier. Dos Equis.
Parish Construction and Roofing.
This is Coach Kim Mulkey. Go to parishbuilt.com for all of your roofing needs.
From your hometown, parishbuilt.com.
I'm Gabrielle McLeod on behalf of the Louisiana Propane Dealers. I have spent hundreds of hours preparing for scholarship competitions. That preparation paid off when I won the Fitness and Talent Awards along with the title of Miss Louisiana. The Louisiana Propane Dealers are also pretty talented and want you to be prepared for when the power goes out. Visit LouisianaPropane.com to find out about propane generators and other safety tips. Louisiana Propane, it truly is the fuel for our future.
We typically think of stress as being bad for us. At Our Lady of the Lake and LSU, we are researching how certain types of stress, such as exercise, can be good for our immune health. By studying people under extreme stress, such as athletes, astronauts, service members, and first responders, we're learning how to improve the immune health of everyone. That's the power of research. That's the impact of champions. Together, we roar.
Hi, this is Beth Tarina. Welcome to my pool. The first time I saw this beautiful pool, it exceeded every expectation that I had. They were able to get everything we wanted in this pool. It is a beautiful pool. We live out here, we eat out here, we watch TV out here. This is like our living room outside. We love this pool and everything about it. When we decided to build our pool, we called a great friend who is one of the best pool builders in the country in North Louisiana, and we said, who would you choose to build a pool in Baton Rouge? And without a hesitation, he told us Russell Pools. He said their history, tradition of great builds, great pools was unmatched. So of course, who did we call? Russell Pools. The advice I would give to anyone looking to build a pool is first call Russell Pools. They'll do an incredible job. It'll be incredibly organized. It'll be time efficient, and you will have your pool in no time.
Flight by Yingling is raising the bar by crafting the next generation of light beer. With only 2.6 carbs and 95 calories, this is premium refreshment 6th generation.
After further review, presented by Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness. Visit yourgoodwood.com. Who dat say they're gonna beat them Saints? Let's head behind enemy lines to preview this week's matchup.
Saints Giants. Feels like we keep doing this every year. Ryan Field, a.k.a. The Airport, from ABC 7 in New York, good enough to join us here for a couple of minutes. Ryan, how are you, man? Thanks for the time.
Hey, man, happy to do it. You're right. I think we're 2 years running, and the way this is going, it could be 5-6 years running by the time this is all said and done.
I know, man. When you keep finishing last in the division, it might work out that way.
That's exactly right.
Yeah. And if you didn't get the reference, the airport in Baton Rouge is known as Ryan Field, which is why.
Also the home of Northwestern football.
Yes, it is. It is the home. But that would be there is a Ryan Field updates Twitter account from like the Northwestern football. But I don't think people here in Baton Rouge and Louisiana are really super locked into what the stadium at Northwestern.
I would have been impressed had they known that. Let's say that.
Look, I knew, and there's no doubt people who do. Undeniably, there are people who do. Let's just go. The mass appeal though might be the airport, and I just like calling you the airport. It feels like a good nickname.
You know what? I'm with it.
Yeah, we're talking to the airport. So, okay, Jackson Dart gets a win. I would imagine vibes exceptionally high considering. What's the finger on the pulse like in the city right now?
Yeah, man. I mean, people are really excited about Jackson Dart, and all you had to do was listen to Russell Wilson's last game at MetLife when the fans were calling for him for basically the majority of the second half. That's really no knock on Russell Wilson as much as it is they know what Russell Wilson is capable of at this point in his career and what he's not capable of. And it was a matter of it's time to, start for the future, start building for the future and inject some life into this franchise that has definitely been lifeless for the better part of the last several seasons. So Dart showed some flair in the preseason, and you kind of saw glimpses of what he was capable of. And then he comes in and leads into a nice upset win over the unbeaten Chargers. Obviously, it came with a big asterisk with Neighbors getting hurt and now lost for the season. You kind of hear Giants fans with this is why we can't have nice things. Yeah. They finally get excited about something. They get their biggest win in the last couple of years, only to see their best player get lost for the season with a torn ACL. So you take the good with the bad, but vibes are certainly higher than they were a week ago with Russell Wilson at the helm.
You're right. Obviously, everyone here knows Malik. I mean, he prepped less than an hour from where I'm sitting right now, and everybody loved him at LSU, and we're sick to see the injury. The way I said to my audience, though, is, we could be really bummed about that, but there is a true impact on the game. The game's going to be played Sunday, and Malik Neighbors not being there is going to have a limiting effect on this offense. So make sense of that for us, if you would, Ryan. Like, how much does not having Malik there affect the Giants' offense on Sunday?
Yeah, I mean, he's everything. I mean, he's their big-time target, the deep threat. I mean, when you start talking about Darius Slayton and Jalen Hyatt and Wan'Dale Robinson, I mean, these guys are not jumping off the page at you like Malik Neighbors is. And the Saints' defensive game plan for Jackson Dart just got exponentially less complex with Malik Neighbors not in the offense. So the Giants are going to have to try to find a way to get their run game going against behind a suspect offensive line. And when the schedule came out, I mean, the Giants have the toughest schedule in the NFL. And this was basically the one game that fans were like, we might be favored. This might be the only game we're favored to win all season. So they had already kind of had this game circled as a winnable game. But, now with the Saints coming in desperate, being 0-4 and the loss of Neighbors, it might not be the game that Giants fans thought this was going to be when the season started. And, they fully expect to have their hands full against you guys.
Is there you just talked about the offensive line, and we know Neighbors out, rookie quarterback. Is there a perceived strength on this Giants defense coming into the Dome Sunday? Offense, excuse me.
Perceived strength on the offensive
line? On the offense, yes, I'm sorry. Or anywhere on the offense.
Yeah, I mean, it was basically Malik Neighbors was the guy. And, Dart in his ability to kind of make something out of nothing, which we saw against the Chargers. We saw a lot of that last Sunday. I think his ability to improvise kind of shows a little more experience than a rookie, if you will. And that's one of the reasons the Giants were drawn to this kid. And he's got a little pizzazz to him as well, a little moxie, if you will. So, he's going to have to play above himself for them to win this game. But in terms of the Giants' best offensive threat, that will not be on the field on Sunday, and that's definitely advantage Saints.
He's on Twitter at Ryan Field ABC. Ryan Field from ABC7 there in New York, talking some Saints Giants. If you flip it over defensively, the 6 sacks pop, right? I mean, that just stands out with what they were able to do against the Chargers this past weekend. I don't know that I would say 6 sacks is sustainable, but is that the type of pressure that this Giants front can consistently generate?
Oh, I mean, if you ask me, they have the best defensive line in football. I mean, you talk about Abdul Carter, Dexter Lawrence, Brian Burns, right on down the line, and you throw in Kayvon Thibodeau. I mean, these guys can get after the quarterback. And that was really their perceived strength coming into this season was, they were going to have to make up for some deficiencies in the secondary and maybe in the linebacker core as well by being able to get after the quarterback. And obviously they took advantage of Alt being hurt in the Chargers game. He left the game early with a knee, so they took advantage of them not having their left tackle and certainly racked up the 6 sacks. But I fully expect them to pin their ears back and come after Mr. Rattler on Sunday.
Is there an area on that defense the Saints might be able to attack?
Secondary for sure. I mean, they've rotated cornerbacks, and they had Drew Phillips in there. I mean, they've definitely seen some struggles in the secondary for a couple of years now, and that's kind of why they went all in on the pass rush to be like, hey, how can we kind of compensate for this weakness back there? Maybe we can overcompensate by going in this direction. So I think if I'm the Saints, I'm throwing deep balls, crossing route, anything to get into that Giants secondary is the plan of attack. And, the question is how much time is he going to have to throw the ball with that defensive line coming at him all game? So that's going to be obviously the matchup to watch on Sunday.
Ryan, what about special teams? If it comes down to a kick or a big play in the third phase, how do the Giants stack up?
Well, I mean, Graham Gano is hurt. So they had Kongwei Koo. I think that's
Younghoe Koo from the Falcons. Younghoe Koo, yeah.
Yes. Yeah, who actually is a New Jersey native, grew up not too far from MetLife.
Okay.
They brought him in, and he did okay last game. But obviously Graham Gano not being there is they prefer to have him. So maybe if it comes down to a kick, but obviously Younghoe Koo, you guys are familiar with him being in the NFC South, so he's certainly capable of it. But, we'll see how this all plays out on Sunday.
And he has kicked in the Superdome plenty.
Yes, he has. Plenty of time.
Over his career.
Absolutely.
If there's a blueprint for Brian Daboll's squad to come to the Dome and get a win, what does it look like, Ryan?
I think Jackson Dart is going to have to throw at least 2 touchdowns. I think they're going to need at least 5 sacks from the defense. I kind of think that's how it's going to have to go. I mean, would I feel better if this game were at MetLife? Absolutely. But you come down there, a desperate team. The Giants, still kind of dealing with the emotional hangover of Neighbors being lost for the season. They said all the right things, like we just have to move on without him. Turn the page, next man up, all the cliches. But now that the game plan will be for the Saints, knowing that Neighbors isn't going to be there, and they can plan accordingly. And now Darius Slayton is being covered by your number 1 corner. As opposed to him being guarded by the number 2 corner. And it's just kind of a trickle-down effect in terms of, minimizing the Giants' weapons from a wide receiver standpoint. So I think Dart's going to have to find a way to make some plays. I think they're going to need 4 or 5 sacks. But that being said, if you said who's going to win, boy, I almost feel like the Saints win a close one, like a 24-21, 27-24 type game down there in New Orleans on Sunday.
For what it's worth, the Saints have allowed 7 sacks through 4 games. That's not a great number, but if they were to give up 5 or 6 in this game, boy, that would certainly be disappointing for a unit. That Saints have invested an awful lot draft capital in that offensive line. We'll see how it all shakes out. Ryan Field, a.k.a. The Airport. He's on Twitter at Ryan Field, ABC from ABC7 in New York. Thanks, man. We appreciate it.
Anytime, guys. Take care.
All right. I'm sure we'll talk next year. The Saints and Giants just keep finishing in last place and keep playing each other every year. We're brought to you by our friends over at Parish Restoration, parishrestoration.com. Kill mold, remove odor, tell you about it every single day. Sanitization as well. Home, commercial building, like let's say we're getting close to like cold and flu season, right? Let's say you get a virus, it's going through the office, and you want to sanitize the entire place. Easy. Call Parish Restoration. They'll come out, they'll spray their patented non-toxic dry fog. They'll close up the doors and the windows, let it dwell, so it'll kill everything down to the spores, mold, everything. And they'll knock out all of those harmful pathogens course, Garrett Nussmeier, a new NIL deal, a satisfied customer of Parish Restoration. I told you the story that Garrett and his fiance bought a home, and they had mold in the house. And so Jim Woodworth and the crew from Parish came, sprayed it, got rid of the mold, and Garrett did a testimonial for him. Great NIL deal. It's people helping people. It's a beautiful thing. ParishRestoration.com. ParishRestoration.com. All right, y'all, it is After Further Review. Glad to have you hanging out with us here. You can always jump aboard, email us, tweet us, text us, 225-396-4400, 396-4400, 396-4400. Lots of ways you can get involved in the show. We appreciate you for hanging out with us here. We used to have Tigers in the Pros in about 15 minutes from right now. We will talk to Ross Jackson at the top of hour 3. There's an interesting sort of conversation being had about the trade deadline looming, and if the Saints might be sellers at the deadline and what players might they be able to move. I'm very skeptical of this even as a possibility because I just don't know what assets the Saints have that other teams would want and would be willing to give up draft capital for. So we'll dive into some of that with Ross Jackson coming up in hour 3. Jake Crane will be here as well. Unfortunately, no Russ Mitchell today. Ross had something come up and had to pass today. So we'll get Russ next week, and we'll look forward to that. We're glad you're hanging out with us here. Don't you move. It's AFR.
After Further Review.
GLO, glowresources.com. They are complete employer solutions. Glow Resources and glowresources.com. Always love telling you about Glow Resources. You know one thing I honestly highly recommend you do? If you want to have a meeting with Glow, go have a meeting at their office. Like, you will walk into their corporate headquarters. They did a full gut renovation of a beautiful building on Perkins Road at Quail Oak, right next to Pennington. And it is just gorgeous. And you will also understand the vibe they have, the culture they have as an organization, just from the interior decorating, the design, the decor everywhere. Like, they have an art wall where an artist came in and just did a whole bunch of random art all over the wall. It's just the vibe that they have. You can tell from their ads as well. They don't take themselves seriously, but they take what they do very seriously. And what they do is help you find the right people to make your business the most efficient it can be. So if you need permanent staffing solutions, Glow Resources can help. GLO, glowresources.com.
When it comes to choosing energy for your family and your home, make the smart choice with natural gas. You can count on efficient and affordable natural gas to keep you comfortable and reduce your environmental impact to help protect our planet. Together, we're fueling our energy future. Atmos Energy.
Mornings with Brian Haldane is the only live and local talk show in the capital city. Get the news from the newsmakers, along with traffic and weather updates throughout the morning. The conversation starts weekday mornings at 6 on Talk 107.3.
At Luba Workers' Comp, our journey began over 30 years ago with a simple belief: our clients come first.
At Luba, our business has always been focused on people, not policies.
Through every success and challenge, we've continued to grow because we've stayed true to our values, committed to providing you with genuine dependability.
Because your well-being is more than a priority. It's our purpose.
Looking for cleaner energy? Propane is energy for everyone. And when you're cooking with clean, affordable propane, you're cooking with gas. In the wintertime, nothing heats a home like Louisiana propane. And when you need hot water, propane's got you covered. Oh, and you won't regret that propane generator when the power goes out. I'm Miss Louisiana, Gabrielle McLeod, and to find more information and to find a propane dealer near you, visit louisianapropane.com.
Today, we are shaping tomorrow.
We are researching how extreme stress impacts the immune system, from trauma victims to athletes and even astronauts.
Our work is leading the way in sepsis treatment, saving countless lives.
We're unlocking the mind with music in exciting new ways.
Our Lady of the Lake Health and LSU are improving the health of our state.
That's the impact of champions.
Imagine the impact we'll have on the future. Together, we roar.
These are the luckiest ice cubes in the world. They could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead, they've been called upon to cradle and cool a crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Looks like the lucky just got luckier. Dos Equis.
Parish Construction and Roofing.
This is Coach Kim Mulkey. Go to parishbuilt.com for all of your roofing needs.
After further review, presented by Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness. Visit yourgoodwood.com.
I bet Hunt's happy. The Cubs are winning. 3-0.
No, that's.
Oh, no, they're not winning.
That's the Padres that are winning
Padres.
the game.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
Padres
Yeah.
are winning 3-0. Hey, I bet Hunt's not happy.
No, I don't think Hunt's very happy right now.
Padres are winning 3-0.
No. Yeah, he wasn't
I
very...
do like this way better than the stupid one-game playoff.
Absolutely. Baseball is played in series. It should, it's always played in series, so it should always be played in series.
Yeah, you get to the postseason. Let's just do something completely different, like
Yeah.
the end of a game. Let's not play the game. Let's just put a runner on second base.
So bad.
Or let's just play situational football from the 25-yard line with no clock and no special teams.
Let's limit the amount of times you can pick off to first base. It's another thing they've
Let's
done.
have a shootout or PKs to determine a winner, because that's how you do it. You don't go play the game. You just do situational drills. Why do people screw up sports so much?
I don't know. We just like to overcomplicate things.
I get rid of that. Erica asked me on Sunday night with the Packers and the Cowboys tying.
Yeah.
She goes, they can tie? I was like, yeah, like literally
they can.
In the history of forever, they can tie. They can tie. It's very stupid. Like, well, you keep playing the game. Just keep playing the game until you get a winner.
I mean, outside of soccer, that's the only sport you can tie in. I believe is the NFL. I mean, hockey has shootouts.
What about cricket?
I have no idea. I don't know.
You know who would know?
Who?
I think you know, Muse. What's the thing I tell you to do all the time, Muse? Google it, Muse.
Google it. Google. Well, you said
In the
who?
air, clear
I thought you were talking about an actual person.
He means Google. Yeah, Google it. What sports can end in a tie?
You can tie in cricket.
There it is. See, Muse?
Joe Cricket.
The benefit
Soccer.
of see, it's journalism. You ask questions. Muse. You ask relevant questions.
And then the NFL.
Questioning it. What are they?
I mean,
soccer, the NFL,
without
and
cricket. I mean, what did we? I mean, I don't know. You can't go. What are some other sports that we don't know?
Google.
Well, it
what
might not
sports can end in a tie? It's really easy. You do that.
We nailed it.
It's just those three?
Yeah, soccer, cricket, and the NFL.
How about me pulling cricket out of nowhere?
That's crazy.
I just threw out a random sport.
I was about to say, have you heard that somewhere before?
No, here's why I'll tell you. You know, cricket games can last for like days on end.
Yeah, which is wild.
I don't know the rules at all. I don't know how you score or anything. It's like you bounce the ball, you hit a wooden paddle.
You bowl it.
Got it.
That's what they call it.
But could bowling end in a tie? I guess so. A perfect game's a 300. What do you do? What do you do if both competitors bowl a 300? What do you do there?
See, Google was wrong.
What did it say?
Bowling can end in a tie.
There you
It
go.
didn't have
Maybe
it when I.
Maybe it's saying bowling's not a sport. Which
Ooh,
it's
that's
not.
a tough scene.
But it's not a sport.
It is
it's
a
game.
sport.
It's not. It's a game. It's not a sport. There's a big difference between a game and a sport. Golf is not a sport. Golf is a game. Bowling is not a sport. It's a game. Athletes play sports. You do not have to be an athlete to bowl. You do not have to be an athlete to golf. You have to be an athlete to play basketball, football, baseball, soccer, lacrosse. You have to be an athlete to do those things.
I mean, I would argue
NASCAR.
if you want to do them,
NASCAR is a competition. It is not a sport.
if you want to do them competitively at a high level, you have to have some athleticism.
To do what?
To play golf, to bowl. I mean, look those guys.
Look at John
get it.
Daly. He's a giant fat guy who rips heaters on the course.
Competitively, it's changed a lot now. All those dudes are in the gym. All those dudes are athletic.
It doesn't matter. There have been dudes for 500 years playing golf and doing it really well. Like, if an 80-year-old dude can go out there and shoot even par, that's not a sport. That's a game. It's a game of skill. It is a game of skill, and it is very difficult. It is not a sport. That's the differentiator between sport and game. A sport, athletes play sports. Anybody can play a game.
Well, maybe they don't.
Anybody can swing a golf.
sport.
Anybody can swing a golf club. Why? That's what I'm saying. It's not a sport. Bowling's not a sport. Bowling is a game.
And it can end in a tie.
It's a game of skill. A shuffleboard is a game, just like bowling is a game. Just like golf is a game. It's not a sport.
I'd consider golf a sport.
Because you like golf, and so do I.
I don't like bowling, but I mean,
it doesn't matter. You like golf, and so do I, but golf is not a sport because you this is the way I would say it. You can be an athlete and play golf, but you don't have to be an athlete to play golf. You just have to have some hand-eye. And you don't have to be athletic to have hand-eye coordination.
Sudden death roll-off.
What is roll-off?
I don't know.
Is that bowling?
That's what they call it, man.
Oh, so
they have tie-breaking. That's what I'm reading.
Okay.
They have tie-breaking procedures.
Get Kent Lowe on the phone.
Dude, he would know.
But is that not a great case in point?
I
love the doctor, but no one is going to look at Kent Lowe and go, athlete. But he's a hell of a bowler.
He's a great bowler.
That's my point.
Probably the best bowler I've ever met.
You ever met Michelle Southern, by the way?
I have. I didn't know Michelle was a bowler, though.
Wow.
Well, it's never been brought up. Really?
I mean, we did a bowling thing down at the place down the street a couple years back. She, broke out her own bowling ball and her own shoes, and everyone's like, oh, my God, what happened? Hey, she's up there just ripping strikes, and everyone's like,
excuse
what?
me?
Yeah, right? That's our operations manager, by the way. Afternoon Drive on Eagle 98.1, Michelle Southern.
We need to get a Michelle Southern Kent Lowe bowling match.
You should talk to my neighbor, the golf.
Sell it.
You should talk to my neighbor, the accountant. Probably a great golfer. Don't say it.
I'm not. I wanted to so bad. When you were making the point about golf not being a sport, that's what you should have went with. It requires goofy pants, and that would have been it. Oh, missed opportunity.
And a huge ass. That's Abby Gilmore, for those that don't know. The first one, not the second one. All right. It's after further review. What were we going to talk? Oh, the Saints injury report.
It's out.
What was the other thing we were going to do?
I don't remember.
I mean, I had it, Muse. I had it.
I don't even know how we got on the subject of ties.
We were talking about, the end of games being stupid and all the baseball, putting a runner on second base, and then it just went stream of consciousness there. Let me remind you about First South Farm Credit, firstsouthland.com, firstsouthland.com. If you're thinking of buying land, your first call should be to First South Farm Credit. It could be for anything. Land to build your family's dream home, land for that recreational property, maybe an investment property as well, or like Macy Rushing and her husband, they're first-generation cattle farmers. They bought land. They financed through First South Farm Credit for their cattle ranch, and she's had such an incredible experience, even how First South Farm Credit goes to great lengths to save them money.
Our loan officer took the liberty. We talked about when rates dropped to please let us know we would like to refinance because when we closed it was obviously high. And he took the liberty when it dropped, he did it himself. And he was like, hey, I saved y'all this much money. We were like, oh my gosh, thank you so much. Not many banks go out of their way and take time out of their day to save you money.
They do it First South Farm Credit. Your first call, if you're thinking of buying land, should be what Macy Rushing and her husband did. First South Farm Credit. Go to firstsouthland.com. That's firstsouthland.com for First South Farm Credit. Firstsouthland.com. The Saints-Giants injury report is out. This is the first, obviously, injury report of game week for the Saints and the Giants. Sunday in the Dome. And obviously, of note, we were keeping an eye on Foster Moreau and Taysom Hill, both back at practice. However, both officially listed as limited participants. I don't think that's any great surprise. I think it's what we had anticipated. Moreau, Hill, and defensive tackle John Ridgeway are all opening up their 21-day practice window coming off of PUP. So this is a pretty extensive injury list. I'll run through it quickly, though. Here's your DNPs. Did not practice. Did not participate. Juwan Johnson, ankle injury. Trevor Penning with an ankle. He had a toe. Now he's got an ankle. Doesn't have the toe anymore.
Toe's gone, yeah.
The toe's gone.
Toe's gone.
But now he's got the ankle.
Now the ankle's here.
And so does Juwan Johnson.
Yeah.
He's got an ankle.
He's got an ankle.
Johnson and Penning have an ankle. Not one ankle. They each have an ankle.
Each.
So 2 ankles, one each.
It's their own ankle. They're not sharing. But
Correct.
They each have an ankle.
Correct. Now, Dylan Radins, he did not practice. He's got a toe.
Still has the
Still's
toe.
got the toe. And I tell you what, Cesar Ruiz, he was a DNP with an ankle of his own.
Oh, Lord.
3 ankles.
It was the toes with everyone on the Saints.
I know. Now it's the ankles.
Now it's the ankles.
Juwan Johnson, Trevor Penning, Cesar Ruiz, ankles. And I got news for you.
They're
Muse.
working their way up.
Now, those are all DNPs along. Chase Young also did not practice, which, by the way, this is just starting to make me angry now.
Yeah.
Like, to miss this badly, the fact that he has not even been on the practice field and you're going into week 5, that's a whiff. That's an awful whiff. Anyway, Trey Palmer, former LSU Tiger, former Auburn Tiger, former Nebraska Cornhusker.
Oh, yeah,
Trey Palmer. He was limited today with an ankle.
Oh, Lord.
How about that? Juwan Johnson, Trevor Penning, Cesar Ruiz, Trey Palmer, they all got an ankle. Dylan Radin's got a toe.
Toe.
Chase Young's got a calf.
Calf.
Justin Reed's got a knee.
Knee.
Taysom Hill's got a knee.
Knee.
Foster Morrow's got a knee.
Knee.
Just knees.
Got the whole leg covered.
Ankles,
man.
knees, and toes.
Yeah. We got the whole thing. Just need someone's got to have a thigh.
We got a shoulder. John Ridgway with the shoulder.
The shoulder.
Anybody got a head? We got head, shoulder, knees, and toes, and ankles. We just need heads here.
No one's got a head.
Nobody's got a head.
No.
Now, if someone had a concussion, they could list it as a head.
They could.
And then we'd have head, shoulders, knees, and toes.
We would.
And ankles. And a calf. And Isaac Adam has a hamstring.
Look at that. We really do have the entire
whole body.
leg. Look at the whole leg.
The whole leg. All of it. The entirety of the leg. That's a long injury list.
It is.
That's unfortunate. Giants have a pretty lengthy injury list of their own. Dexter Lawrence, Tyler Newbin, Tyrone Tracy, Greg Van Roten, all DNPs. Limited, Dane Belton, DJ Davidson, Chauncey Golston, Javon Holland, John Michael Schmitz, Rakeem Nunez-Rokes, Jackson Dart, Cam Scadaboo, Russell Wilson. They were all full participants, however. Dart's got a hamstring. Scadaboo's got a knee. Russ has an ankle.
Another ankle.
But no toes.
No toes.
They got ankles.
They protect the toes.
There's a couple on there with a foot.
Yeah. Oh, so that could be a toe.
But not the toe of the foot.
Not the toe of the foot.
The toe isn't the foot. The foot isn't the toe.
It's part
They're
of the
different.
foot. Yeah.
It's attached to, but not part of. The toe is a toe.
A toe is a toe.
A foot is a foot. There's a toe epidemic going around out here.
I was trying to come up with a Nate Bargatze Washington thing there. A toe is a toe. A foot is a foot. You know, what about thumbs?
Not exactly.
I couldn't do it.
Nobody knows. All right, it's after further review. We'll talk to Ross Jackson in about 15 minutes, have him make sense of the injury report. I do want to talk about these rumors of the Saints maybe being active at the trade deadline. We'll get to that with Ross. Jake Crane in 30 minutes from right now. Glad you're hanging out on a Hump Day edition of AFR presented by Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness. Visit yourgoodwood.com, yourgoodwood.com.
After further review.
Got a text just a bit ago. I love these great synergies. My buddy Rooney from Sunshine, your hometown John Deere dealer in Louisiana, he sent me a photo. Picture inside of his truck with a pallet of flowers from Clegg's. And he's got a bottle of Evermore in his cup holder. How about my guy?
3 for 3.
People helping people. It wasn't a Volkswagen, though. It was a truck. But I understand. You want a truck? Volkswagen doesn't make a truck. Anyway, Clegg's Nursery. Buy local, shop local. Tell you all the time, man, bypass the big box store. Don't go to the big orange or blue box store. Support a great local business that's been in our community for 6 decades. Supporting local people, local homeowners, local business owners, employing your friends and neighbors. It's Clegg's Nursery. Get by any of the 4 locations. Buy local, shop local. Be sure to tell them Matt sent you in when you go see our friends at Clegg's Nursery.
In South Louisiana, you can always count on good people coming together to help our children.
At Dreams Come True, we grant wishes for Louisiana children with life-threatening illnesses. But to do this, we need funds.
That's why we're trying to raise $100,000 for Dreams Come True
by giving away the Pleasant Builders Pool.
Make your backyard's dream come true while helping our kids.
Just go to dreampoolla.com and you can find out how your $25 donation might help win you a Duplessis pool.
We typically think of stress as being bad for us. At Our Lady of the Lake and LSU, we are researching how certain types of stress, such as exercise, can be good for our immune health. By studying people under extreme stress, such as athletes, astronauts, service members, and first responders, we're learning how to improve the immune health of everyone. That's the power of research. That's the impact of champions. Together, we roar.
River Parish Contractors has immediate openings for structural steel shop fabricators. Call or text Big Jake today at 318-547-1000 or go to rpcontractors.com and click on employment. River Parish Contractors. Let's get building.
Looking for cleaner energy? Propane is energy for everyone. Propane water heaters are very cost efficient, and the savings are even greater with a tankless propane water heater. We all know that Louisiana propane is a safe and environmentally friendly fuel. So why not go green while you save some green? I'm Miss Louisiana, Gabrielle McLeod, and for more information, visit louisianapropane.com.
At Auctioner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Auctioner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one: you. Auctioner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
Family owned and community driven.
Service Chevrolet Cadillac, a legacy you can trust since 1972. Service Chevrolet Cadillac, our family serving your family.
For over 50 years.
These ice cubes could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead...
After further review, presented by Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness. Visit yourgoodwood.com.
Always appreciate our friends over at Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness. Yeah, they do ED treatments. That's part of what they do. It's just a small part of what they do, however. Hormone replacement therapy and tons of other non-pharmaceutical options to help with so many different ailments. Maybe you're dealing with chronic back pain. Like there's something I take it's now Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I'm on my third cycle. Monday, Wednesday, Friday for my chronic back pain. I feel amazing. I haven't taken Advil in probably 2 months when I used to take Advil every day. People with gut issues, anxiety, so many different things that you could be dealing with. They have non-pharmaceutical options. Lowest prices, never any contracts. It's worth the conversation. What if you uncover something that will change the way you feel for the rest of your life? Yourgoodwood.com, yourgoodwood.com, yourgoodwood.com. They're right there on Drusilla in Baton Rouge and online at yourgoodwood.com. Muso Tigers in the pros.
Tigers in the pros. They still bleed purple and gold. They're just really rich now.
All right, we have our Jaden Daniels update. Here's the Commanders are back on the practice field. It's a really good one. You'll recall Jaden Daniels has been dealing with a sprained knee. Dan Quinn, head coach of the Commanders, announced on Wednesday that Daniels will be a full participant in practice as they return to the field. Great news. Yep. You'll remember he was limited last week, also missed the game, his second consecutive, as he was not cleared by the doctors. He is now cleared, and Jaden Daniels himself after practice said, quote, "I plan on going out there Sunday." So that's great to see. They face the Chargers in L.A. on Sunday.
I have Tigers in the pros.
Hey, what you got?
There's Ben McDonald right there on the call.
Oh, in Chicago.
How about that?
Shout out, Ben. Big Ben.
Tiger.
In the pros. Really good at his job, too. Really, really good at his job. Alex Bregman.
Callahan!
No.
Yep.
No.
Yes.
No, he did. He did not.
Yep.
He did not go there.
Yep.
He is from Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Doesn't matter.
It does matter.
Claiming him.
Bookend hits
Drafted him.
for Bregman last night in the Bronx. Singled in the first inning, a little opposite field shot, was stranded. Then the big blow in the ninth inning, a double to push across a huge insurance run for Boston, gave them their final cushion of 3-1. So 2 for 4, an RBI. He also drew a walk in there as well.
It wasn't a huge blow.
Another. You're
matter.
right. That was Mike Stanton.
It didn't matter.
That was the huge blow.
Oh, well.
Quick,
Mike.
just saw this actually on LSU Baseball's Twitter. We'll hear that tomorrow. Just saw this on LSU Baseball's Twitter.
Still having me on, huh?
Since that was so good. That was really well done
That was
by Mike.
Mike Triplett last week when we introduced him. Said, still having me on. Huh?
Mike gets them in there every now and then, man, and they're so good. Yeah. Since 2022, so the start of Jay Johnson's tenure, since 2022, 36 Tigers have received $60 million in signing bonuses. How about
really
that?
Good. That's really
that
good.
plays into our whole thing. They still bleed purple and gold. And boy, are they really rich now.
They're rich now.
That's Tigers in the pros.
Presented by Lee Michaels Fine Jewelry, lmfj.com. lmfj.com for Lee Michaels Fine Jewelry. Because they're buying for 10 stores, they can buy at better prices because they're buying diamonds out of India for 10 stores at a higher volume, so they get better prices. So you're going to get the Lee Michaels experience, whether you're spending $1,000, $100,000, whatever it may be. That's what they specialize in, is making you feel like what you are purchasing is something special, because it is, especially when you're going to buy that diamond ring, that diamond that's going to be your expression of love to her for your life, that hopefully you'll pass down to generations of your family. They understand that at Lee Michaels. It's why they've perfected that. They've been here for 40 years. It's a personal experience. Don't be nervous. A family member inspects every single diamond before it ever goes in the case. They are approachable. They can find you something at whatever price point. It's Lee Michaels Fine Jewelry. lmfj.com. lmfj.com for Lee Michaels Fine Jewelry. All right. We're going to knock out top of the hour. Get you caught up on national headlines from SportsCenter. Ross Jackson will be here coming up. Go through the extensive Saints injury report. Also, could some Saints be on the trade block at the trade deadline? We'll dive into that with Ross. Jake Crane's with us 20 minutes from right now. Hour number 3 of AFR. Straight ahead.
AFR.
This Saturday, open date for LSU, but it's Federalis Fest presented by the Williamson Eye Center. So if you love live music, Americana, that's Federalis Fest. You can get tickets, find out more at federalisfest.com, presented by the Williamson Eye Center. So with an open date, looking to get out, do something, enjoy the weather, have some fun, join Dr. Blake Williams and the whole crew from the Williamson Eye Center as the title sponsor of Federalis Fest in Baton Rouge. Again, you get your tickets at federalisfest.com, federalisfest.com. And, as I love to tell you every single day, if you want to ditch the contacts and glasses forever, the Williamson Eye Center has a solution. Just call 924-2020, 924-2020. Schedule that consultation. Nearsighted, farsighted, maybe you had LASIK years ago and other parts of your eye is starting to age now, the Williamson Eye Center has a solution. Call 924-2020 or log on to williamsoneye.com.
These are the luckiest ice cubes in the world. They could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead, they've been called upon to cradle and cool a crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Looks like the lucky just got luckier. Dos Equis.
At Luba Workers' Comp, our journey began over 30 years ago with a simple belief: our clients come first.
At Luba, our business has always been focused on people, not policies.
Through every success and challenge, we've continued to grow because we've stayed true to our values, committed to providing you with genuine dependability.
Because your well-being is more than a priority. It's our purpose.
At Bayou Automotive, we believe in a sales process that puts you first. We want you to experience an easy purchase with clear pricing and great service. Let Bayou Ford and Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram be your trusted partners in finding your perfect vehicle. The crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
Parish Construction and Roofing.
This is Coach Kim Mulkey. Go to parishbuilt.com for all of your roofing needs.
From your hometown,
parishbuilt.com. Raising Cane's is our victory meal.
Football fans are some of the most dedicated fans in sports. It's a fundamental quality we share, and that fuels every single order of our hand-battered chicken fingers. Wherever there's football, there's Raising Cane's.
One love. Let's go.
At Sunshine, we know what you see when you look at your land. Where others may see dirt, you see the foundation you've built your life on. It's hallowed ground. It's past, present, and future. We're proud to provide quality John Deere equipment to help you maintain the land you love. Check out our current promotions and learn more about what it means to be powered by sunshine at sunequip.com.
Flight by Yingling is raising the bar by crafting the next generation of light beer. With only 2.6 carbs and 95 calories, this is premium refreshment 6 generations in the making. Flight by Yingling. Raise the bar.
In South Louisiana, you can always count on good people coming together to help our children.
At Dreams Come True, we grant wishes for Louisiana children with life-threatening illnesses. But to do this, we need funds.
That's why we're trying to raise $100,000 for Dreams Come True by giving away the Pleasant Builders School.
Make your backyard's dream come true while helping our kids.
Just go to dreampoolla.com and you can find out how your $25 donation might help win you a Duplessis pool.
This is SportsCenter.
I'm Christine Lisi. On ABC, it is a must-win for the Padres. Game 2 NL Wildcard Series against the Cubs. Manny Machado's 2-run shot in the 5th up San Diego's lead to 3-0. Bottom 8, same score. Reliever Mason Miller again showing why the Padres gave up so much to acquire him at the MLB trade deadline.
The 1-2, swing and a miss. The slider generates a swing and a miss, strike 3. So that's 11 consecutive batters struck out by Mason Miller, dating back to the end of the Padres' regular season.
The call on ESPN Radio, San Diego still leading Chicago 3-0, bottom 9. Fueled by a 5-run 8th that included home runs by Brian Rocchio and Bo Naylor, Guardians beat the Tigers 6-1. Game 2 AL Wildcard Series to force a winner-take-all. Game 3 tomorrow. Detroit just 1 for 15 with runners in scoring position and stranded 15 runners. NFL injured 49ers quarterback Brock Purdy and receivers Ricky Pearsall and Juwan Jennings all out tomorrow night against the Rams. Commanders QB Jaden Daniels medically cleared to return from a sprained knee Sunday against the Chargers. Ravens remain mum on quarterback Lamar Jackson's status Sunday against the Texans because of a hamstring.
Hey, it's your resident Super Bowl champ, Chris Cannon. Coming up Thursday, the 49ers are 3-1, but I'll tell you why all their injuries are finally catching up to them. It's unsportsmanlike, 6 a.m. Eastern, right here on ESPN Radio, ESPN2, and ESPNU.
Matt Moscona.
I'm very important.
After further review.
Say one more time.
After further review with Matt Moscona.
And here we go.
Live from the Raising Cane's studio.
Let's ride!
Hour 3, off we go. Welcome aboard. Glad you're with us. AFR, presented by Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness. I'm Matt.
Love you, Matt.
Paul O'Neill.
They're chanting Paul O'Neill's name.
And Mr. Toby Tomplin. All right, we're here. Glad you are as well. 5 o'clock quitting time. Glad you're driving home with us, and we're thrilled to be coming to you live from the newly minted Raising Cane's studio here in downtown BR. And we have Cane in all her glory here. The big giant Cane plushie and little Cane plushie right here as well. We appreciate Cane's. They've been great partners of ours for so many years here, and thrilled to have them as our studio sponsor now here. at downtown Baton Rouge. All right. I know normally we do the silly hump day thing, and I apologize for those who are looking forward to that, but I don't want to make Ross wait. Although he's such a nice guy, he'd probably be like, I'll do the hump day thing anyway. I'll just sit here and wait. It's kind of fun anyway. So, but anyway, Ross Jackson's here of LouisianaSports.net and Locked On Saints. Ross, how are you?
I'm great, man. I would totally wait.
All right, hit it, Muse. Here we go. By the way, it's hump day. Ross out here doing the Lord's work.
It's hump day.
Just making the kids happy.
Mike. What day is it, Mike?
So many people tell me when they're driving home with the kids from school.
Hump day.
Kids love the hump day song.
It's hump day.
They love the Humpty Bump.
Mike. What day is it, Mike?
They don't love how many Saints players have a toe.
Hump day.
Or a knee.
It's hump day.
Or an ankle.
Mike. What day is it, Mike?
Or a shoulder.
Hump day.
Or a hamstring.
It's hump day.
Or a calf.
Mike. What day is it, Mike?
Did I leave anything out, Muse? Anybody else?
Hump day.
Got ahead?
You got it. You covered it.
You get ahead?
It's hump day.
Won't get ahead in life.
Mike. What day is it, Mike?
Too bad he wasn't more headstrong.
Hump day.
Never be the head of a major corporation.
It's hump day.
Aaron Goldberg said maybe Nuss is suffering from mold toxicity. How come no one's asked about that? It's unbelievable.
What day is it, Mike?
Mike Mouton on the text line said without a foot they couldn't toe the line.
Hump day.
That's well done. I like
I love a pun. I love a pun. You know I love a pun.
It's hump day.
I love a good pun.
Mike. What day is it, Mike?
Are there good puns?
Hump day.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
It's hump day.
Some might argue that all puns are bad.
Mike. What day is it, Mike?
I love a pun.
Hump day.
All right, let's stop wasting Ross's time. Ross Jackson from LouisianaSports.net and the Locked On Saints podcast. Thank you for that indulgence. How are you, man?
Yeah, man. Never let it be said that I am not like Wu-Tang. I'm for the kids, man. I love children. I'm like Wu-Tang out here in these streets.
He loves the Humpty Bump. Okay, this is a pretty extensive injury report today to begin the week. What stands out the most to you on this Wednesday injury report?
Yeah, I mean, I think the first thing, of course, is Chase Young missing a fifth week after an injury that was called a calf injury, or that is a calf injury, and that he himself said would not be a long-term injury. I think we've officially entered long-term status in that he will now miss his fifth game. And it's being ruled out on a Wednesday after having already missed 4 weeks, where they've taken her all the way down before making the announcement. I thought that was a big standout thing for me. It's clear that whatever was supposed to happen with this, the Saints will never say it, but it's pretty clear, or appears pretty clear, that whatever was supposed to happen with that injury has not gone the way that it was supposed to go.
I'm sorry, Ross. I don't mean to interrupt, but I'm looking at the injury report. The official game status designation isn't there. Did Kellen Moore say after practice, forgive me if I miss this, he has already ruled him out?
Yeah. Kellen Moore said during the press conference that he and Cesar Ruiz were already ruled out. Now, we knew this about Cesar Ruiz already coming in, because he mentioned that on Monday as well. But yeah, he also ruled out Chase Young here on a Wednesday, which is a really kind of surprising and kind of took me aback a little bit when he said it. I was typing up a tweet with all the injury updates, and then I deleted it to tweet out that Chase Young's already out, because to me that felt like the biggest and most important thing.
Wow.
But that's a pretty big statement situation there.
I just saw it. I just retweeted you. So I only saw the injury report. I'd missed the out designation. So, I mean, Ross, it's fair to say they screwed this up royally by not putting him on short-term IR. Yes.
Or something happened, and he was supposed to be back within those 4 games, because that's typically the indication. If you don't put somebody on injured reserve, then that typically means that you're okay, that you're expecting that they'll be back, that there's a potential for them to be back within 4 games, and then maybe something changed. It sounds like everything that we ask about it, we're kind of told, like, yeah, no, he's doing great, like he's on his way back and all those other things. And even last week we were told that he was close, and then now he is ruled out on a Wednesday, which is kind of the opposite of close. And so it just it feels like something has happened there. And sometimes these calf injuries can turn into other injuries. It's part of the reason why you're so careful around them. Sometimes a lot of teams kind of treat them like hamstring injuries in a way. And so it's clear that something there went wrong. Now, you're also trying to manage, if you're an NFL team, the amount of return spots that you have and not use them too early, and they already had 4 guys that were designated to return and all these other things. So, like, I get that side of it, but man, like the initial non-placement of him on IR seems to at least indicate that there was not an expectation initially that this would be a 5+ week now situation.
He's on Twitter at Ross Jackson Nola if you want to give him a follow. Okay, so no Cesar Ruiz. Dylan Radins also is a DNP today. What do they do at right guard?
Yeah, I think you're probably going to see some combination of Torricelli, Simpkins, and they'll need to figure out somebody else to play on the interior if Trevor Penning's not able to go. Torricelli, Simpkins, the undrafted free agent rookie who came in this year and has been really impressive throughout training camp and the preseason, struggled a little bit up against Seattle, but then had the second lowest pass pressure percentage allowed of any rookie offensive lineman in week 4 going up against the Buffalo Bills. The only guy that was better than him was former LSU Tiger Will Campbell, who the Saints will face next week. And so Simpkins seems pretty solidified to kind of step into that role, which is great. He's a really physical player. And then I think they're going to have to wait and see how things go with Trevor Penning. He's now gone from a toe injury to an ankle injury after he got rolled up on pretty badly during that Buffalo Bills game. I was actually kind of surprised that he finished the game as a whole. So we'll see what ends up happening with him. But if he's not able to go as well as Cesar Ruiz, then maybe an Awesome Richards would be a guy that could potentially plug in and shift inside.
This is a game where the Saints are favored. That entire
first time this year, it shifted where it opened with the Bills a 1.5 point favorite. The Saints are now a 1.5 point favorite. Russ, just big picture, I mean, how important is it that they get this win this week? I think it's massive. I think this is a really important game for them. And look, maybe I'm overblowing it. I'm okay with that being the case. But I think this is a pretty big game for them. This is really the first matchup out of the first 4 games that, everyone's looked at and said, okay, there's their chance for their first win. From the very beginning of the season, I predicted an 0-4 record and then a win up against the Giants. A lot of people felt the same way. This feels like their biggest opportunity. And now that they've shifted over to our rookie quarterback, with Malik Neighbors unfortunately being out for the rest of the year, they have a door wide open for them to go out there and win this game. I think this would be a massive confidence builder for them, especially after 2 weeks on the road, coming back home and being able to get a win in New Orleans and then set themselves up for another winnable game up against the New England Patriots, who I think are a little bit better than people think that they are, but still a winnable matchup. I think this is a really, really important week for them, Matt.
Ross, you're about a month away from the trade deadline. I would imagine over the next month, they're going to take an awful long look at what they have on this roster and decide what they're going to do at the trade deadline come November the 4th, or even before then. Mm-hmm. How do you sort of assess this roster and what pieces might be movable? I mean, obviously a year ago it was Lattimore that they moved, but what's there now that they might be interested in moving?
Yeah, I mean, I think anybody that is not necessarily a veteran from like the 30-plus area, but those players that are kind of where Lattimore was, to where they were. I guess Lattimore was in that 30 year. But, as you get closer and closer to that, and you're coming out of guys that are on rookie contracts, maybe in the last year of their rookie contract, guys that could have some value there. I think those are the players that you're probably looking at. The tricky part for New Orleans, Matt, is that a lot of those players are on the offensive side of the football, right? Like, I mean, it's easy to designate guys like wide receivers, like Chris Olave and Rashid Shaheed. Like, those are guys that would net you something back, which is really what you're looking for. It's not about are they good players or are they not good players. If they weren't good players, you wouldn't be talking about trading them because you're not going to get anything for them. Right. But you're talking about good players that are on deals that are movable, and those are some of the guys that are in those situations, or guys that are kind of in the last year of their deal. And so that's where guys like Alvin Kamara come into conversation, or maybe even Trevor Penning and others. And so I think you're looking at that. The issue for New Orleans is that a lot of those players are on the offensive side of the football, and you haven't gotten a look at Tyler Shuck yet. And so I'm really curious to see if they try to get a look at Tyler Shuck before the trade deadline to figure out what works around him before they decide what is actually, what pieces are actually sellable. But as of right now, I would pretty comfortably say that outside of the rookie class, there's not a lot of untouchables on this roster that you wouldn't be, that you would be kind of, criticized for moving on from if you're going to get something of value back, especially considering how much of their upcoming trade capital they've already moved away.
Are you suggesting they would trade Tyler Shuck?
No, but I'm saying you want to see what works around him, right? Like, you trade Chris Olave if he and Tyler Shuck have awesome chemistry on the field? No, probably not. But do you trade a Chris Olave if they don't have good chemistry? It certainly leaves the door still open. Now, I'm using Chris Olave's name because he would be a piece that you could actually get something back from, which is the point of a trade.
Right.
But I think the idea here is that before you move any of these offensive pieces, it sure would make a lot of sense to see what they look like with the guy that you invested a second-round pick in and have effectively stamped as the potential future of your franchise.
They got to figure out what they have in Shuck at some point. I mean, he's got to play at some point this year. I don't think it's going to be this weekend, but the Saints sure have a shot to get a win. It'd be nice to see for Kellen Moore, for Spencer Rattler as well, see if they can get it. Of course, you can read about it at louisianasports.net, or you can listen to or watch the Locked On Saints podcast, wherever you get podcasts, or on YouTube. He is Ross Jackson. Okay, man, appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, man. Thanks for having me on. Take care. Stay safe. Talk to you soon.
All right, be well. It's after further review. We'll knock out a break. Jake Crane, be with us next on AFR.
AFR.
Right about the Watermark in the Renaissance. Watermark downtown, Renaissance, Southtown. Tigers have a week off, but next week they're back home. So a week from Friday, they'll be back at Renaissance Baton Rouge. Renaissance right there on Bluebonnet near I-10. It's the Watermark and the Renaissance. The Renaissance sprawling, gorgeous, 13,000 square feet of meeting space. You can check them out online, or you can just pop on in to see the Renaissance Hotel. I always encourage you, if you're thinking of having an event, or if you know you're having an event coming up and you're wondering where you can have that event, consider Renaissance Baton Rouge. Matter of fact, I'll be at an event next week for KKDL at Renaissance Baton Rouge. It doesn't matter if it's a fundraiser, if it's some type of award banquet, if it's a wedding reception, a board meeting from a dozen people up to 500 people. They can configure the space that you need for whatever event you may have. It's Renaissance Baton Rouge right there on Bluebonnet near I-10. Watermark downtown and Renaissance on Bluebonnet. Renaissance Baton Rouge.
Today, we are shaping tomorrow.
We are researching how extreme stress impacts the immune system, from trauma victims to athletes and even astronauts.
Our work is leading the way in sepsis treatment, saving countless lives.
We're unlocking the mind with music in exciting new ways.
Our Lady of the Lake Health and LSU are improving the health of our state.
That's the impact of champions.
Imagine the impact we'll have on the future. Together, we roar.
When it comes to pipe fabrication, time is money. And at River Parish Contractors, we make every second count. Our 36,000 square foot shop is ready to take on your projects right now. With experienced welders, precise fittings, and fast turnarounds you can trust. Whether it's a single custom spool or a full-scale run, we have the capacity and the skill to keep your job on schedule. Call us or visit rpcontractors.com for your quote. That's rpcontractors.com.
When it comes to choosing energy for your family and your home, make the smart choice with natural gas. You can count on efficient and affordable natural gas to keep you comfortable and reduce your environmental impact to help protect our planet. Together, we're fueling our energy future. Atmos Energy.
Baton Rouge's home for real rock. It's Eagle 98.1. Foo Fighters. Led Zeppelin. AC/DC. Pearl Jam. And the flagship home for LSU sports. Take us anywhere with the Eagle 98.1 app. Eagle 98.1 is the rock station.
At Luba Workers' Comp, our journey began over 30 years ago with a simple belief. Our clients come first.
At Luba, our business has always been focused on people, not policies.
Through every success and challenge, we've continued to grow because we've stayed true to our values, committed to providing you with genuine dependability.
Because your well-being is more than a priority. It's our purpose.
Men, age is just a number. Don't let it dictate how you feel. Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness has anti-aging services that can help you look and feel your best. Visit yourgoodwood.com and discover a renewed sense of vitality.
Parish Construction and Roofing.
This is Coach Kim Mulkey. Go to parishbuilt.com for all of your roofing needs.
From your hometown, parishbuilt.com.
Tiger Country is 100.7 The Tiger. In the car on 100.7 FM or on the 100.7 The Tiger app.
After Further Review, presented by Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness. Visit yourgoodwood.com.
Rolling along here, Hump Day edition of AFR, presented by Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness. Russ, usually with us, had a family matter to attend to, so naturally we call it our side piece. Jay Crane, good enough to join us from Crane & Company. J-Boy! Oh, J-Boy. The man who once threatened Ed Ogeron on a radio show, prank called Ed Ogeron on a radio show, and then subsequently was threatened by Ed Ogeron on said radio show. Good enough to join us for a couple of minutes here. How are you, dude?
So you CNN me every time I come on here. I didn't do that. That was not me. I swear to God. I mean, I'm still here, right? I'm still showing up at your door when Roxy or Ruxin or Rudy or whoever it is has a family emergency. Surprise, It's me, and my clothes are on. So I don't know what else you want from me, Matt. But I definitely didn't do that. Is it basketball season yet? That's all I'm asking.
I'd love to talk about basketball with you.
Yeah, let's do it. Great, awesome.
Wait, hang on. I just want to ask, what did Ed Ogeron say here?
Coach, how's it going? All right, J-Boy.
I mean,
somebody set me up. I feel like Lee Harvey Oswald, man. Like I'm just drinking a Coke I'm just drinking a Coca-Cola and eating a sandwich in the cafeteria, dog. I didn't shoot him. Like, can I just have my Thursday and just leave me alone?
Did Lee Harvey Oswald really not shoot Kennedy?
I don't know. At this point, man, I don't know. Like, look, I believe anything at this point. It's just Auburn won't run the ball. Yeah. LSU won't run the ball. Lee Harvey Oswald Jr. didn't shoot JFK. There's apparently a comet that's a spaceship that's coming to kill us into October anyway.
Oh,
so
really?
Yeah, man. I don't know if you've seen the news. It's like moving in weird. I'm not a scientist, but I think we're in trouble.
Is this
I just hope they like college football. That's all I ask.
Is it like Armageddon, where that asteroid's going to come kill the Earth and they got to go blow it up with a nuclear weapon?
I think they're smarter than that, man. I think we want to see if they're just, cruising through and got thirsty or something. Maybe we can be their Buckies.
Be their Buckies. Hey, you mentioned Auburn and LSU not running the ball. That's really weird, right? Not just that they can't, but that they won't even try. What do you, when you watch LSU, not only the inability but the unwillingness to run the ball, what do you make of this?
Well, I think it's in both cases it's different. Auburn seems their game plan against A&M was not to run the ball. They didn't hand the ball off in the first quarter. You can only check so much to the play that you have, and even with RPOs, you would think you would run it a couple times. The problem with LSU is the best coaches adjust during the game because most time your game plan, it doesn't go perfect like how you thought it was going to go. But once LSU realized that Ole Miss was just showing heavy box and then dropping into coverage, you would think Joe Sloan would have adjusted, but he never did. So on the Auburn front, your game plan was terrible, and that's just kind of it. But on the LSU front, your in-game adjustments were terrible, which are two different things, but they're both bad.
Yeah. Do you think LSU can fix what ails it offensively?
Yeah, it's pretty easy. You turn around and you have Garrett Nussmeier hand the ball to the running back. It's not, I'm not asking you to figure out why we can't form a wormhole that takes us to other places. When you look at a guy like Garrett Nussmeier, he's not a, true dual threat guy. So you have to have a run game to be able to protect him. I think LSU's biggest problem going into this year with Garrett was the run game wasn't good enough to give him balance. And he's not like Jaden Daniels. He's not like John Mateer, where he's his own run game. You have to supplement that run game. I just don't know how guys that have been in football so long, whether it's pregame or whether it's in-game, can't figure out a simple thing to do. The phrase is you're getting too cute, but at some point you're just ignorant.
Yeah. Jake Crane's with us. Crane & Company, weekdays, YouTube. Go subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. If you haven't yet, I don't know what you're doing. I mean,
grow up.
Like, for real, though, like, at this point, if you haven't subscribed to Crane & Company on YouTube, like, what are you doing? I don't.
Yeah, we're not a cult yet. I'm working on it.
And you know what? He's got a special a special fishing hole for people like that, right?
Oh, here we go. Yeah, Ed does. I don't.
I know. That's how it goes. Hey, is Bama back?
I mean, Matt, is anybody good
No.
in college football? Like,
Nobody's
is
great.
anybody really good?
Nobody's
like,
great.
At this point, I consider we do our power rankings every Monday, and for the first time in, I don't know, you tell me, I can't remember, there's like 8 to 10 teams that can win this thing. So is Bama back for this week? Yeah. But, I mean, until I would say probably the most consistent, dominant team that we've seen, if I had to pick one, is Miami. And, you know, they go to Florida State this weekend. We'll see how that works out. But to be honest with you, Matt, I don't know if anybody's back. I don't know if anybody was ever here.
Good point. Will Vanderbilt beat Alabama this week? Please say yes.
I mean, the fact that you even can ask me that question with a straight face is crazy.
I
think they can. You know, when you look at Vanderbilt, you know, for being totally honest, obviously the personnel's gotten better. They're better than they've been. But I think their biggest strength is, their two biggest strengths are, one, their personnel fits the play calls. What they're running maximizes the efficiency of who they have, and then they just don't beat themselves. I mean, you know as well as anybody, most of the time in football, teams lose games, they don't win them. Vanderbilt will let you lose it. They won't beat themselves. So regardless of whether Alabama gets up for this game, which I think they will or not, I think Vandy's style of play and the way they work time of possession and who they are can really keep them in games. So I'm not picking Vanderbilt, but would I be surprised if they won? As crazy as it sounds, no, I wouldn't.
I mean, Bama did get shut out in the second half and gave up over 200 rushing yards, and Kirby Smart decided not to kick a field goal from the 10-yard line and tie the game in the fourth quarter. That's crazy, right?
Yeah. No, I don't. You know, Matt, especially for a defensive guy.
Right.
I mean, every defensive guy I've ever seen in my life would have kicked the field goal there. And I don't think that the play call was terrible, but everything was so rushed that it puts you in jeopardy. And Alabama was kind of able to escape on that drive. So, again, hindsight's always 20/20. If they would have gotten it or scored, we'd have said it was the greatest decision ever. But it's just surprising to see a defensive guy not take the points at home.
Yeah. I'm a pretty consistent why do coaches hate points guy. Like I am an affect the scoreboard guy. Like the objective is to score points, and the dynamic of every game changes when you affect the scoreboard. So I don't know. I'm always going to say take.
No,
points.
I'm with you. I'd have kicked it, especially being at home. I would have kicked it.
And in the fourth quarter, Jake. I mean, it's the first drive of the game. Yeah. You want to go for it, okay? Yeah. But my God, like you need to tie this football game. You need to tie this football
for sure.
game.
And it's not like you're lighting it up on offense either. It's not like you just got unfortunate a couple times. I that one's still. And again, I'm all for white running backs. I think it evens everything out. But like, let's be honest, why are we not giving it to Nate Frazier?
You mean the guy that's about 240 pounds and was running over everyone for about 7 yards a clip? That guy?
Yeah, they're like, hey, no. Like, he just became an Eagle Scout. Let's give it to Cash Jones. He'll do it.
I became an Eagle Scout. Hey.
Yeah, it's the same thing that lost World War II. Like, at some point, we just got to be smart and turn around and hand it off to the guy that works best.
That makes sense. Hey, is Mississippi State going to beat Texas A&M?
Dude. I mean, shout out to Jeff Lebby. If you want to know what it's supposed to look like when the right guy takes over and he has a chance in year 2 to have some of his personnel and his identity and his culture in the team, I think Mississippi State's a great example, to the point where I'm wondering how long Jeff Lebby's going to be there, if we're going to be honest.
Okay.
But I just defensively, I still don't trust them. And the further we go in the season, you really find out who has depth or not. A&M played so bad on offense. You got to give credit to Auburn, especially when you got the blind kid sword fighting on offense for them. But I don't think A&M puts that type of performance on offense. Back-to-back games at home. 14 and a half's a lot, though. It's a lot. I like Mississippi State to cover, but A&M to win.
Do you know that since and hat tip to Rivers Huey for this, since A&M came into the SEC, that series is 7-6.
Yeah, look, I mean, since A&M came to the SEC, it hadn't exactly gone great, so that's surprising.
I don't know, man. I kind of like a little Hail State in that game, bro. Can Texas A&M score?
If you look at our pick show, a certain individual picked Mississippi State. If Blake Shapen can stay healthy, like he's nice. Like it's been an injury problem for him. And can you imagine if they had Mario Craver, like with this team that he's now at A&M just balling? It's Jeff's done a great job.
Yeah. By the way, that prediction show published 3 hours ago at the Crane and Company YouTube channel. So if you're going to check it out, go to Crane and Company on YouTube. And if you're not following Crane and Company on YouTube already, like, why not?
No, if you're not following us, I've already called the cops. So you're going to have to explain it to them.
You're arrested is what it is. Like when J-Boy prank called Coach O.
Matt, I'm not playing your games anymore, man. Like I didn't do it. There's gonna have to be a cease and desist. Then I think we're to that point.
Muse, hit the audio again.
All right, J-Boy.
I mean, he called your name.
You know what? At this point, I'm almost ready to fight him. Like at this point, I almost want to embrace it. Like I almost. All right, let's see. I know one of us is employed, so we'll see how it goes.
Hey, last thing. I'm glad you said real quick because Ogeron's kind of doing the media circuit again. And he wants to get back into coaching. What type of job do you think he could or should get?
God, you want to coach the D-line or what? That's right. Either that or you give him like Nickel State or something to be the head coach. I don't think he's going to come back in the Power 5 or Power 4 and be a head coach. But Matt, look at the amount of money he got. Listen, I'm the most competitive guy you ever met. But if you give me $30 million to shut up or whatever he got, you'll never see me again. Like I'm out in Italy, like just chilling on the coast, or drinking aperitifs and stuff like that, or maybe for our Louisiana audience in France, eating frog legs and snails and stuff like that. I'm good, man. I'll get YouTube TV and just watch it and laugh.
I love both frog legs and snails. Escargot. By the way, Coach O has been. He said he's been living on South Beach in Miami. He's like, you can only go to the beach so many times. And he got 17-1, but there was a court settlement where he had to split that settlement with his now ex-wife. So of the 17-1, I guess he got. I'm so bad at math. What's that? 9 million or so? 8.5.
It's enough, Matt. It's enough. That's all you need to know. It's enough. I'm on South Beach as a millionaire. Nobody call me. I could care less. I'm just trying to, see who flew in this weekend.
I mean, look, you get 8.5 pre-tax. You got to pay your agent fees. You got to pay Uncle Sam, and South Beach ain't cheap, dog. Like,
I mean, it ain't. But I mean, listen, Ed O's passing out by 3 p.m. How expensive could it be?
That's Jake Crane from Crane and Company.
He's gonna kill me. He's gonna kill me because of you.
He's gonna kill me before he kills you. So maybe
he'll kill both of us. That's why whenever we're together, I'm always looking around.
He'll kill me and then beat you to death with my carcass.
God, that's the last way I'd want to go out, getting beat to death with your carcass.
Jake Crane. Crane and Company on YouTube. Go subscribe. Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Hey, always, buddy. Appreciate it.
We'll see you. That's Jake. It's After Further Review. We're glad you're hanging out with us here. We're brought to you by South Point Volkswagen, southpointvw.com. New and certified pre-owned in Baton Rouge and online at southpointvw.com, southpointvw.com. By the way, I hope you all know that is totally tongue-in-cheek. We're totally joking. Everybody, for those that are unsure, it's a total bit, total joke. Nobody serious. He didn't really prank call the radio show. No one's hurting anybody. It's all a joke. Just a joke. It's just a joke. It's a bit. It's radio. Have fun. Laugh. Haha. SouthPointVW.com. SouthPointVW.com. Search by year, make, model, body style, price. Narrow it down. If it's on the lot, it's online. By the way, if you're in the market for a Volkswagen, maybe you live outside of Baton Rouge. Remember, South Point Volkswagen is the largest volume Volkswagen dealer in Louisiana. Because they move so much inventory, they can give you the best price. So why maybe if you live outside of Baton Rouge, it's even worth a drive to Baton Rouge to pick up the vehicle at South Point because you can get a better deal. Shop them online. See the deals online, work out financing online. SouthPointVW.com. SouthPointVW.com. South Point Volkswagen. What's your direction? All right. Appreciate Ross Jackson earlier this hour. Jake Crane, just there from Crane & Company. The airport, Ryan Field, was here last hour from ABC 7 in New York, giving us a preview of the New York Football Giants. Lots of good stuff, and we appreciate you for hanging out. Let me knock out a quick break. We'll come back. The last thing I want to touch on before we get to Jimmy for Otter Locks, when Brian Kelly was on the SC Coaches teleconference earlier today, he also gave an update on Aaron Anderson's injury. So we'll let you hear the update there. We'll do that as we continue here on AFR.
AFR.
ED, low T, or simply seeking to optimize your health and performance? Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness offers a range of discreet services to address your specific needs. We empower men to reclaim their health and confidence. Visit yourgoodwood.com.
In South Louisiana, you can always count on good people coming together to help our children.
At Dreams Come True, we grant wishes for Louisiana children with life-threatening illnesses. But to do this, we need funds.
That's why we're trying to raise $100,000 for Dreams Come True by giving away the Blessed Children's School.
Make your backyard's dream come true while helping our kids.
Just go to dreampoolla.com and you can find out how your $25 donation might help win you a Duplessis pool.
At Luba Workers' Comp, our journey began over 30 years ago with a simple belief. Our clients come first.
At Luba, our business has always been focused on people, not policies.
Through every success and challenge, we've continued to grow because we've stayed true to our values, committed to providing you with genuine dependability.
Because your well-being is more than a priority. It's our purpose.
Breck teamed up to reimagine your parks, and you imagined big. With your help, we went to work, creating 12 beautiful community parks across the parish. A family-sized water park, miles and miles of trails, and parks just for your dogs. There are more places to splash, to explore, to run wild, and even soar. You imagined, we delivered. Gold. Breck, your #1 park system in the nation.
We typically think of stress as being bad for us. At Our Lady of the Lake and LSU, we are researching how certain types of stress, such as exercise, can be good for our immune health. By studying people under extreme stress, such as athletes, astronauts, service members, and first responders, we're learning how to improve the immune health of everyone. That's the power of research. That's the impact of champions. Together, we roar.
At Bayou Automotive, we believe in a sales process that puts you first. We want you to experience an easy purchase with clear pricing and great service. Let Bayou Ford and Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram be your trusted partners in finding your perfect vehicle. The crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
These are the luckiest ice cubes in the world. They could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar, but instead, they've been called upon to cradle and cool a crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Looks like the lucky just got luckier. Dos Equis.
After further review, presented by Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness. Visit yourgoodwood.com.
And you think this week off will get him ready for the South Carolina game?
Yeah, I think modern medicine will get him ready for the South Carolina game.
That was Brian Kelly on the SEC coaches teleconference when he was asked about Aaron Anderson, who, of course, was hit on the high throw by Garrett Nussmeier, landed awkwardly, had an elbow injury, tried to gut it out, and then ended up finishing the remainder of the game on the sideline against Ole Miss. Brian Kelly did kind of give the update, though, on Aaron Anderson Wednesday morning on the SEC coaches teleconference.
He had a litany of things: hip, toe, knee. Yeah, he's banged up. If we were playing Saturday, I would say he was, he'd probably answer the bell, but he's going to benefit greatly from the week off.
I hate to see that Aaron Anderson out there with a toe. I mean, hip,
he's got a
knee.
Hip. Got a knee.
What else did he say?
He's got a toe. That was the other.
Oh, just those three.
Just
He's got an
three.
elbow.
He's got an
He
elbow.
was out there with a brace on his elbow.
Yeah.
And a toe.
That dreaded toe.
He's got a toe. So many people with toes. You didn't know there was a toe epidemic.
No. You do now.
Clearly.
Yeah, I mean, you know now.
How do you protect a toe?
Steel-toed boots.
Feel like that would be a bigger problem.
You think?
I think that's part of the problem in cleats is that the front of the cleat is made so hard, so you get stepped on and all that sort of, which is why it's kind of dangerous when people wear like sneakers or wear Jordans and put cleats on the bottom of them.
Yeah.
They're custom made. It's like kind of defeats the purpose of like the hard shell of the cleat, which is there to protect your foot.
Yeah.
But I think that's probably the problem is your toe keeps maybe
Moving
jamming
around,
up against the front of the thing.
Maybe. I don't know.
Part of it. Never had a toe.
I haven't either. I've not had a toe.
Try to talk to you live on air, and you're watching a stupid baseball game.
I have not had a toe.
Neither one of our teams is winning a damn thing.
I know that.
So turn off the damn baseball game and pay attention to the live show that you're producing right now, which is infinitely more important than a stupid baseball game, is neither of these teams is going to do a damn thing. All right?
All right. But I answer your question. I have not ever had a toe. I've stubbed my toe, but I don't think that's what they're dealing with.
Never mind, Muse. I don't want to talk to you anymore. I'm off of you. I'm off of you big time. While I'm talking to you live on the air, you're watching this stupid game. I'm off of you, Muse. Tell you what. I'm going to come over there. I'm going to give you a toe. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you a toe.
You might not have had a toe, but you're about to.
You're about to get a toe is what's going to happen. All right, so Brian Kelly gave the update on Aaron Anderson. The other thing that, quite honestly, is perplexing, and I don't know if Brian Kelly is being, I don't want to say truthful because I don't want to accuse the man of lying because I don't think that's the case. I think by and large he has been as transparent and forthcoming a coach as I've ever covered, certainly football coaches I've ever covered at LSU. But he was asked about the team's offensive focus for the bye week, which, given all the talk we've had about the lack of a running game, the fact that LSU is statistically and functionally one of the worst rushing offenses in all of college football, it would stand to reason that the thing you would want to do is improve upon the rushing offense that currently ranks 121st in the country. But that's not what he said the focus was going to be for the bye week.
I think first and foremost, the details of the passing game have to be better. And that is from a coaching standpoint and a playing standpoint. We just need to be better there. Look, Garrett threw 15 touchdown passes at this time last year. He's thrown 7. I think we average over 300 yards passing the ball. We're well below those numbers. Everybody wants to talk about the running game, and I get it. But we also have to accentuate the positives of this team. And that's our skill players and our quarterback. So the problem for us more than anything else is we have not been elite in the passing game. And so that's been a huge focus this week. It doesn't mean we're not working on getting better at the running game. We're working diligently there. But my point being is our passing game has to be much more explosive than it has been up to this point.
I don't disagree with him about wanting to improve in the pass game. But I think it's also fair to say, and this is, I think this has been like the crux of the point I've made, quite literally since the Florida game. And the beautiful thing about the internet is all of this is recorded. The digital era is amazing. If you care to, you can go back and listen to my comments Monday after the Florida game when Brian Kelly talked about the torso. And the thing I said then is that correlation doesn't always equal causation. For whatever Nuss is dealing with, however severe, however limiting, or not at all, or whatever, ultimately, the problem with this offense is, at its core, your offensive line. That is not protecting Garrett Nussmeier. It is not allowing you to run the ball. And for that reason, because you can't or won't, you're not trying to run the football. So you're seeing pressure looks against Nussmeier, or Ole Miss dropping 8, making it even more difficult to throw the football. And so you're not being effective in the passing game because you're not even trying to balance it with the run game. You were not great at running the football a year ago, but there were times when you could, and you're just not even functionally able or trying. I mean, I told you against Ole Miss, there were 2 times in the entire game where LSU ran the ball on consecutive plays. 2 times the entire game. Like, that has to change. Make teams respect the fact that you're willing to run the ball or shorten the game, open up passing lanes, play action. I mean, it's all obvious stuff. It's got to be willing to do it. I don't know if they will. I guess we'll find out a week from Saturday when they take on South Carolina. The good news is South Carolina is not very good either. It's so interesting to say it that way, too, because it's being dismissive of LSU, who was ranked 4th in the country up until Saturday. And they lost that game despite all the bad by 5 points, a day where you had so many plays that you left on the field. Shoot. Even if you just want to look at the pick 6. Yeah, it was a penalty, for sure. But it was a bad throw. The ball was going to the sideline. The receiver was breaking in. Pickett didn't need to grab him. It'd have been a pick 6 either way. Flip that, you win. What kind of conversation are we having now? You still got stuff you got to work on, no doubt. But you'd rather learn those lessons in a win than a loss. Just in this instance, you're learning it in a loss. See if they will. All right, time for further review. Glad you're hanging out with us here. We'll knock out our final break. Jimmy will be here for Otter Locks. Find out what we're betting on. Jimmy had a good day yesterday. Right?
Yeah, I think the only thing that didn't hit was the under in the late game, Dodgers and Reds, which, I mean, that was cooked after 3 innings. Shohei leadoff bomb.
We won. We hit with the Guardians in the first game.
Hit with the Guardians the first game.
I don't know. Let me see what he had in this game. He's got...
if I had to guess, he has the Yankees.
He got Yankees on the run line. He's got a Yankees-Dodgers money line parlay. Yankees-Dodgers... Oh, why am I going through this? He's going to be... the game's on. It's on right now. And he's got 3 plays on this game. Oh, anyway, all right.
Okay.
We'll ask him. Well, Jimmy's next. It's Avon.
AFR.
We're brought to you by Duplessis Builders, DuplessisBuilders.net, DuplessisBuilders.net. If you're thinking of building that gorgeous dream pool, our friends over at Duplessis Builders can help. And how about our friends at Duplessis helping a great local organization as well? You see, right now, Duplessis Builders is joining up with us for their Dream Pool Sweepstakes. It's this easy. If you go to 1045ESPN.com and you donate $25, a minimum of $25 to Dreams Come True of Louisiana, which is an organization that grants dreams for children facing life-threatening or terminal illnesses, donate a minimum of $25, and you're automatically entered to win a dream pool courtesy of Duplessis Builders. DuplessisBuilders.net, DuplessisBuilders.net. Great people building you beautiful pools and, of course, supporting our communities as well. DuplessisBuilders.net.
104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge and First American Bank and Trust bring you the Heart of the Game Award, recognizing student athletes who deliver when it counts. Nominate your game day standout at 1045ESPN.com by the 21st. We'll choose 5 male and 5 female finalists, and then it's up to the fans to vote for the winners. Each winner gets a $250 gift card, a custom award, and the spotlight they've earned. Presented by First American Bank and Trust, a banking tradition since 1910.
Raising Cane's is our victory meal. Football fans are some of the most dedicated fans in sports. It's a fundamental quality we share, and that fuels every single order of our hand-battered chicken fingers. Wherever there's football, there's Raising Cane's. One love. Let's go.
Pair Parish Construction and Roofing.
This is Coach Kim Mulkey. Go to parishbuilt.com for all of your roofing needs.
From your hometown, parishbuilt.com.
Hi, this is Beth Tarina. Welcome to my pool. The first time I saw this beautiful pool, it exceeded every expectation that I had. They were able to get everything we wanted in this pool. It is a beautiful pool. We live out here, we eat out here, we watch TV out here. This is like our living room outside. We love this pool and everything about it. When we decided to build our pool, we called a great friend who is one of the best pool builders in the country in North Louisiana, and we said, who would you choose to build a pool in Baton Rouge? And without a hesitation, he told us Russell Pools. He said their history, tradition of great builds, great pools was unmatched. So of course, who did we call? Russell Pools. The advice I would give to anyone looking to build a pool is first call Russell Pools. They'll do an incredible job. It'll be incredibly organized. It'll be time efficient. And you will have your pool in no time.
Today, we are shaping tomorrow.
We are researching how extreme stress impacts the immune system, from trauma victims to athletes and even astronauts.
Our work is leading the way in sepsis treatment, saving countless lives.
We're unlocking the mind with music in exciting new ways.
Our Lady of the Lake Health and LSU are improving the health of our state.
That's the impact of champions.
Imagine the impact we'll have on the future. Together, we roar.
At Ochsner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Ochsner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one: you. Ochsner Andrews.
After further review, presented by Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness. Visit yourgoodwood.com.
Down the stretch we come, final segment here on this Hump Day edition of AFR, presented by Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness. Yourgoodwood.com, yourgoodwood.com. Want to feel your best? Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness can help. Hormone replacement therapy, many non-pharmaceutical options. They can help you out there. Yourgoodwood.com. All right, find out what we're betting on tonight. Time for Otter Locks.
Otter Locks.
All right, time to win some money.
Presented by Total Maintenance AC Repair. Same-day service means you will never sleep hot. 480-1000. We are Total Maintenance.
I think it's safe to say that I won the bet.
Otter, how are you?
Men's Wellness with a 2-run shot. Up. 2 with Boston. 2-run single. Not so up. So
yeah, I know.
2-2. Good, but the over looks good. It looks like a shot to center. It's a single for Judge. 2 on, 1 out in the bottom of 3. Bounce way. Let's go, Yank.
Boston's making a pitching change here already. Hey, so Otter Locks are posted. One of the plays you had was the Yankee Sox over 7.5. The number right now in game, last I checked, was 9.5. Actually, here at the pitch change, it's 8.5. Any value there at 8.5 still?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Oh, it's only 8.5? At 2-2 right now, 2 on. They're pulling the starter. Yeah, I'd say so.
So over 8.5 is minus $1.46.
Yeah, I would take that. Yeah.
Okay.
If you didn't get it, if you got it, earlier pregame, stay with that. Obviously,
sure.
Over 7.5.
Okay.
But Bayo came into this one struggling down the stretch. He had been really good, especially at home this year for the Red Sox, but he hasn't been down the stretch. So they're going to get into their bullpen. Remember Chapman got a 4-out save last night and had to throw a few extra pitches with the bases loaded. So I don't know if he's going to come in, and we'll see. It's just going to set up for look, man. Crochet was just he's just too good, man. I mean, he's too good, and so maybe they can get the bats going. They're certainly off to a great start with the over. So we had the over. What we did was we took a money line parlay, Yankees and Dodgers, but then we also took a run line parlay at a bigger price. Yankees minus 1.5, Dodgers minus 1.5, and that would paid. I think it was close to 3 to 1.
Yeah, 272. I actually just did it in 2-2, and it's at plus 284. So
right now?
Yeah, right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So still worth getting in on it.
Yeah. And cashed a ticket earlier today. Cleveland does it. How about first time since Minnesota 1987, a division champion had a negative run differential. They're 29th in run scoring, 29th in batting average, but they find ways to win. So we had 2 game threes already for tomorrow. So that should be a lot of fun because I think we've had like 2 out of 12 with this format coming into this one. So we're 2 for 2 and forcing a game 3 and hopefully on our way here in this Yankees game. The reason I'm willing to lay that 1.5 at home with the Dodgers is that Green threw last night for him. He got shelled. And after that, their best pitcher this year has been Abbott. He is unavailable to go today because he had to pitch over the weekend because they were playing. They weren't in until the last day of the regular season. The Dodgers do not want to face him in a game 3. So I think they're going to take care of business in a big way against a much less capable pitcher in Littell for the Cincinnati Reds.
Remember, you can always get Otter Locks at louisianasports.net, louisianasports.net there under the sports betting page. So
yeah, especially with this these day games.
Yes,
in the postseason. So and also on our show, we've been breaking them down. Going right into those noon starts. Breaking them down right before that. So.
Jimmy and Charlie, weekdays 11 to 1 on 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge. If you're not in Baton Rouge, you can stream it at 104.5ESPN.com or on the app. Where are you tomorrow?
My first sponsor ever, 30-some-odd years ago, Sammy's Grill on Highland Road. Looking forward to it.
Awesome,
yes, indeed.
Man. Great spot as always. All right, Otter, good luck. Thank you.
Good luck.
All right, man. We'll see you. We're brought to you by Our Lady of the Lake, championship health partner of LSU Athletics. Our Lady of the Lake and LSU together. We roar. I love telling you about Our Lady of the Lake. My goodness, they do such an amazing job taking care of the LSU student athletes on the field, the students, and also everyday champions like you and me. No matter what type of health care you may need, Our Lady of the Lake has a solution for you. Part of the Franciscan Missionaries of Our Lady Health System actually have options not only in the greater Baton Rouge area, but all over the state of Louisiana, parts of Mississippi as well. If you want to learn more about the Championship Health Partnership there with LSU Athletics, great NIL deals they've done, like you've seen Garrett Nussmeier on billboards and television spots. It's ololrmc.com/LSU. That's the website, ololrmc.com/LSU. It's Our Lady of the Lake and LSU. Together, we roar. Okay, y'all, just about going to do it for us here on a busy Hump Day show. Thanks for hanging out. You missed anything, AFR On Demand presented by Brett Golf. We had Ryan Field on with us talking some Giants. Ross Jackson and Jake Crane were both here this hour as well. If you missed anything, AFR On Demand presented by Brett Golf. You can get it on demand wherever you get your podcasts or on YouTube. All right, it's going to do it for us here. Muse, Paulie, thanks. Y'all have an awesome night. We'll see you tomorrow at 3.
After further review.
What a great night. Just knocking off of work, you're heading home, take a little detour. Pop on over to Supper Club. Have dinner at Supper Club tonight. Moscona, I don't have a reservation. It's all right. Pop on in and belly up to the bar. Open seating at the bar every night of the week. 14 bar stools, 7 bar tables. That's first come, first served. So if you don't have a reservation, look, you can take a shot and maybe get a table. Be great. If not, have dinner at the bar at one of the bar tables there at Supper Club. No matter where you are sitting at Supper Club, whatever it is that you eat or drink, it's going to be the best of whatever you've had. Even like the Alaskan king crab legs. Those are from the boats from the show The Deadliest Catch. When the crates come, it has the name of the boat that they were caught on those crates. Like, that's the Alaskan king crab legs you're eating when you go to Supper Club. It's just the best. The best dining experience you'll ever have. It's at Supper Club right there on Perkins Road in Baton Rouge. SupperClubBTR.com.
At Luba Workers' Comp, our journey began over 30 years ago with a simple belief: our clients come first.
At Luba, our business has always been focused on people, not policies.
Through every success and challenge, we've continued to grow because we've stayed true to our values, committed to providing you with genuine dependability.
Because your well-being is more than a priority. It's our purpose.
Looking for cleaner energy? propane is energy for everyone. And when you're cooking with clean, affordable propane, you're cooking with gas. In the wintertime, nothing heats a home like Louisiana propane. And when you need hot water, propane's got you covered. Oh, and you won't regret that propane generator when the power goes out. I'm Miss Louisiana, Gabrielle McLeod, and to find more information and to find a propane dealer near you, visit louisianapropane.com.
ED, low T, or simply seeking to optimize your health and performance? Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness offers a range of discreet services to address your specific needs. We empower men to reclaim their health and confidence. Visit yourgoodwood.com.
At Sunshine, we know what you see when you look at your land. Where others may see dirt, you see the foundation you've built your life on. This, it's hallowed ground. It's past, present, and future. We're proud to provide quality John Deere equipment to help you maintain the land you love. Check out our current promotions and learn more about what it means to be powered by sunshine at sunequip.com.
Breck teamed up to reimagine your parks, and you imagined big. With your help, we went to work creating 12 beautiful community parks across the parish. A family-sized water park, miles and miles of trails, and parks just for your dogs. There are more places to splash, to explore, to run wild, and even soar. You imagined, we delivered. Gold. Breck, your #1 park system in the nation.
River Parish Contractors has immediate openings for structural steel shop fabricators. Call or text Big Jake today at 318-547-1000 or go to rpcontractors.com and click on employment. River Parish Contractors. Let's get building.
Tiger Country is 100.7 The Tiger. In the car on 100.7 FM or on the 100.7 The Tiger app. 90s country and beyond. 100.7 The Tiger.